just Danny and this bitch. It's my platform, baby, come stream on Twitch. I like 'em crazy. Yeah, Danny fucking rich, girls don't be lazy. Put some energy in that clip. Go buy a hot tub, strip down, shawty loves the fit. And Danny's 60, but still wants some off that drip. Don't wear the safety, Twitch con, young, wild and free. These baddies chase me, but don't bring security. Twitch greedy, cause it's a 50-50 split. And I don't care that you get a 95 on kick. Don't be so needy. Yeah, it's a Gucci coming hit. If you're not happy, you can always leave it quick. Cause we got baddies, that's the most important bit. Come round and blow off. Yeah, right here it's live on Twitch. It's a softcore side. We got the girlies getting lit. Take all your clothes off. Get down and flash your tits. Type shit, my life a movie. TwitchCon, what's off the grid? I'ma watch some streams now. Chill out, cool off a bit. See you in the next one. Gucci marks generated the shit.
System, the company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
Hey, you. You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see dicks? Hey, anybody notice this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
What's up, boys? How you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. We are back. We are hanging out, and we're going to have a good-ass time doing so. Hope you guys are excited. It's Christmas week. It's Monday. It's the Christmas week, and I hope you're doing well. We're setting records, boys. We're setting records in the opposite direction for viewership. It's been exciting to watch, to be fair. That's like I've taken solace. I've been like, oh, you know what? This is actually interesting to watch how low the stream concurrence can go before it hits 0. And then I just jump off a cliff. So until that day comes, we'll have fun doing that. So get the hell on it, doggone it. Welcome back, of course, to my co-host, PDH. We're going to be hanging out, talking about some dating stuff. I got a bunch of Copes and a bunch of Karens to react to, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So hell yeah. How are you feeling, Jesse?
Well, this shot glass is still here on my desk as like a awful reminder of last night. So
That was not last night, but yes, that was like a week ago.
what? This was Sunday. Last night.
We did not take a shot last night. We went and saw Steel Panther yesterday.
Yeah, and we streamed after.
Yeah, but we did not do that.
Oh, yeah.
That was like Thursday or Wednesday or something.
Well, this has been here rotting that long, so.
Yes. PS2 Chopper said, did I hear that correct? You're going to jump over a cliff? Yes, sir. You heard the correct. Make sure you guys like the show. I'm excited to see you guys going hard as hell and hanging out with your boys and still choosing to be here with the 0 notifications going out and the 0 what is it? The nose diving concurrence. The true blues are still hanging out, and I really appreciate you guys. So get the hell on it, Dee doggone it. We got so much to talk about today. We got Christmas coming up for all you boys. I know you guys are going to be celebrating it out there. I'll be here, of course. I'll be here Thursday and Friday, streaming as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm very excited for that. So make sure you guys are ready for those who don't celebrate holidays like me. So how'd you like Steel Panther? It was fantastic. A lot of fun.
Yes, their whole set was basically going to a comedy show. I liked that they just didn't get up there and just play their songs. Like they were very interactive and just off the cuff jokes. So
it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it. So thank you, Amateur. Appreciate you. Who's been a good boy this year? Not me, apparently. I've been terrible. So thank you guys. Lester's Logic, how you doing, brother? Welcome back. Fidelio, he's here. Michael Nyer's here. PS2 Chopper's here. Peachy's here. Chet Glass, Funky Brass Monkey. Hope you guys are doing well. I got some interesting ones to pull up today about dating, which is going to be interesting because I know me and Jesse agree on a lot of stuff. I know we disagree a lot on the dating stuff, so that's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. So we're going to have a good time. So make sure you guys like the show, and maybe we'll get 100 people in here and party with 100 peeps. So get on it, diggy dog on it. Appreciate you guys so much for all your love and your support. So at any rate, if you haven't been following me on Facebook, my Facebook is one reason why I'm not like swallowing a shotgun yet, because my YouTube is just completely gone. It's like it's died in the last like 3 months. My YouTube went from 1,000 concurrent streamers and like 20K per video to just 0 all over the board. Nothing I can really change about it. Like I said, I could go live and have my asshole spread and no one's gonna join, which is weird, because actually that's probably makes sense. But at any rate, I've taken a lot of solace in the fact that I don't know what's going on, but Facebook, I'm gonna hit 200 million in the last few days on Facebook. 200 million, or sorry, not 200 million, 2 million views on Facebook in the last couple of days. It's been really cool to see. So Facebook is looking like the new avenue for success. I'm going to go hard as hell on Facebook and keep going. It's going to be a lot of fun. So get the hell on it, doggone it. anyways, get the hell on it. Well, we're gonna pull up some videos and we're gonna talk and have a good ass time. Thank you, Daniel. I see your. Did you put a progress picture on Instagram today? I saw that and it looked pretty slick. All right. Let me pull her up. So first and foremost, we got some Karens to go through. We got some other things to go through, and then we got some dating stuff to go through. I bookmarked everything in reverse because that's how these things work. So we're gonna see how it works. Michael Nyer, my boy, with a big fat ass pink boy. Appreciate you, brother. My man says, love you. I hope you and PDH this Christmas is great, my friend. Well, we'll be hanging out here alone. That's what we're going to be doing for Christmas. So I appreciate you, Michael. Thank you, brother, for your big fat pink boy getting us started there. You're the GOAT. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. I hope you're doing well, and I hope I get to see you sometime next year. I have no idea what's happening next year because I haven't talked to anybody in a long time. So appreciate you, Michael. Love you, dude. Michael's the GOAT today. And he's tall as hell. He's tall. And his wife saved me with rags one time. It was a nice time. Yeah, it was at IRP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she like wrapped her like cold rags around my neck and it was great. The IRP was rough, dude. It was freaking hot. Daniel says, first thing I hear when I open the stream is hard as hell. Hell yeah, brother. How you doing, buddy? Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. So first and foremost, we have the first Karen of the night who is going to be spicing up y'all's life, and I hope you guys are excited for it. It's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild stuff. It's always my favorite thing to look at is just Karen's going absolutely buck wild, and that's what Facebook loves too. Facebook loves that shit. So I'm talking about it and showing it and having a good time looking at it because I dealt with it in my own life, guys. When I was working retail,
I think we all have.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. I see this every single time. When I was working at GameStop, working at Walmart, all these things, I had Karens every other day jumping all over my sauce. And usually, the reason they're called Karens is because it's for no reason. It's literally no reason. You know what I'm saying? They just go after you. They think that you make the products. They think that you make the video games, whatever you're selling at your store. The Karens just assume that you manufacture it in the back room and sell it. And like when you're sold out of something, they'll be like, can you go in the back and get another one? It's like, well, we don't have any. It's like, well, why don't you get some more? It's like, we don't make these. We don't manufacture these, man. This is Walmart. And that's what makes them a Karen, because they're unreasonable and insane. So let's take a gander at this one and see what's going down. Here we go.
Paul, you're the one that called me.
They poured water on her. Damn, son.
I liked it. I don't know, man. She might. Now, to be fair, this is at a skate park. It's like the worst thing for a Karen to do is go to a skate park and start like hassling kids. She's barefoot.
I have never, well, she probably lives like right beside it.
What is going on here?
I have never in my life understood why like older people care so much about people skating on public property or like outside, not on their house. It could be different if a bunch of kids came into your driveway and your driveway had like a cool little curb and were like grinding down your driveway right beside your cars. That would be way different.
Right.
But it's like you're going to public places and freaking out because people are doing a certain thing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn. She attacked that dude real good that time.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh.
Are you a movie?
Why would you try to fight this dude? He's going to kill your ass.
So much bigger.
Why
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Over the edge.
She's done.
Yeah.
Damn.
His girlfriend stepped in.
Bro, I don't know what you're thinking when you go out there and you attack a bunch of not only, teenagers, but teenagers are psychos.
Yeah.
Like, especially when they're around their friends, they'll just kick your ass.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's thinking. And she got throttled. She got throttled. They pushed her right off the damn edge. I've never understood it, why Karens care. And that's the thing you'll always figure out. It's older people will come out of their house. I could be walking my dog down the sidewalk somewhere, and some old person's going to come up to me and be like, what kind of dog is that? Is that dog supposed to be out here? Are you supposed to have that dog? I'm like, yeah, what? It's legal to have a dog. And they'll be like, no, I don't think you're supposed to have that dog. Like, they'll just come out of their house for no reason because they sit at their blinds all day and they peek out their blinds looking for people to fucking freak out on. It's scary. It's a weird damn dynamic that I just don't get. And I'll never understand it, man.
I feel like therapy is probably cheaper than legal fees for assault.
You would think, but no, I don't. Is it therapy? I mean, is that what would help them? Usually it's just they're so bored and they're unfulfilled.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like therapy would help them to understand that is what's going on. A lot of
Yeah.
people, like, they project so hard and they go so crazy, and then they're like, don't even put two and two together as to, their response not being appropriate. Like, they don't even make that connection in their brain. Like, this woman probably still thinks she was justified in whatever the hell she was upset about.
Maybe that's what the monotony does in life. Maybe that's what monotony causes people. Like, a lot of people don't realize this because I don't think everybody's living this life, but a lot of people are living this life, right? So a lot of people go to work and it's a dead end job that's mind boggling. And then they get off work and they go straight home and they sit down and they sit there, maybe make some food or eat some McDonald's, and they watch TV until 12 or 11 p.m. Then they go lay down, and then they get up at 8 a.m. They go to work, and they rinse and repeat this until their next vacation that's like maybe going to happen. We don't know. They might not even take the vacations. And then you do that for 20 years. And I think that makes people go mentally insane because I can't even do that. When I would get off work back in the day, I would get off work, I would go to the gym, I'd work out, I'd talk to people, then I'd go home, and then I would work on either music or I started streaming on Twitch at this time, and I was doing all these different things to keep myself and it wasn't like I was doing it specifically to keep myself occupied. I was just doing it because I didn't want to just sit there and watch TV all day. But a lot of people don't have legitimate interest, and I think it literally makes them go mentally insane. It's like when people go postal. Like it's the monotony of everyday life. It puts them in this weird headspace for years. But they're just like, fuck it, I'm suicidal, so I'm gonna take everybody with me. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever felt that way? Like life gets super monotonous?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Right now.
Yes. Oh man. John Drink says, no offense, Cody, but having your lovely lady friend on these streams makes them so much better. Well, that's good. That's not offense. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Bane Kitty, what's up, baby? How you doing? What's up, Ozziel? How you doing, baby? Big shout out to Michael Nair. I appreciate you, brother, for getting us started on the Naked Snake. I love you, dude. Thank you. All right, here we go. Next one's a little spicy, so let's get ready for this. Okay, so I watched this earlier, and I have something to say about it, but we're going to let this play. So this lady's upset because she thinks we're in a recession right now. And we may very well be, but not for the reasons you think she's going to say. So here we go.
It's official. We are in a recession. My baby just asked for some waffles, but I cannot give her waffles because we didn't get our stamps like we were supposed to. Instead, I had to fix her some cinnamon toast. That is bread with cinnamon on it. I officially hate life. And I wish I wasn't here. Goodbye.
So, oh God, fuck. Anyway, so recession means the government doesn't give me free things.
So, all right. First of all, like, do you know how cheap it is to make waffles from scratch with some all-purpose flour?
Yep.
It's so cheap. It's so cheap compared to even, buying your sandwich bread. I just feel like people are in this era where they're like, they don't realize how spoiled they are. If you were to ask people like from the last recession, how they would feel in today's society, they would feel thankful.
Yeah, for real. I mean, we're the most comfortable we've ever been. Every single person who's in poverty has a brand new iPhone. Every single person in poverty is obese, whereas in 1930, if you were in poverty, you looked like you came out of Auschwitz. You know what I'm saying? Like There was kids in the streets in the 20s or in the 30s. There was kids in the streets and parents in the streets that were quite literally bones with clothes hanging on them. And now in poverty, everybody's 400 pounds and their cabinets are filled to the brim with honey buns and shit. And they're like, well, we're in a recession because I can't buy more food with my government money that's given to me for free. And I'm like, that's not how these things work, man. It's very silly. Yeah. And the most important, and it's not their fault, to be honest, because they were probably born into this cycle where this is just normal. I mean, if you were born growing up your whole life and your mother got food stamps and then you became a mother and then you were getting food stamps, it would just be normal. That would be your perspective, right? And if they were taken away, it would seem like oppression, right? Like equality seems like oppression to those who get special treatment. That's the phrase, right?
Right.
And I think that's the whole deal is, well, I'm not getting this free money from the government, therefore they are punishing me. When in actuality, that's actually most normal people that work every day. They don't get free shit. Right. They just have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get a damn drink yesterday when we saw Steel Panther. I was like, fuck it. I'm getting me a White Claw It's happening. It's been a long time. We're going to do this. I'm watching a band, drinking a White Claw. Car got declined. I just walked away. I was like, well, shit. Oops. Because my damn Verizon bill came out. Fucked me.
I don't think like your kid. So I think your kid not having anything to eat for breakfast is a problem. Your kid having to eat cinnamon toast, which by the way, I ate all the time as a kid.
Hell yeah.
Is not a sign of real struggle.
Yeah, dude, I ate ketchup sandwiches.
Yeah,
And
mayonnaise sandwiches, Miracle Whip sandwiches. I mean, I ate that by choice. Like we usually had something else if I wanted it, oatmeal or whatever. But you know,
yeah, my parents were eligible for free lunches at my school, like to get me free lunches, but they refused because they were too proud. So they would give me like the $1.25, and then it became $1.75 like during school, and then they took all the food away and gave us only healthy options for like a month, and that didn't last very long. And then they just took the soda away, which I didn't drink soda, you know, at school anyway. I would have, trust me, it'd have been great. Yeah. But at any rate, no, we qualified for it. My parents were too proud, and they were too proud for any government assistance. So I just ate potato chips. Sometimes I'd steal them from my friend's house. They have a full ass bag, and I'd take that shit. And then sometimes I would just take a piece of white bread, squirt ketchup on it, and just fist it. Yeah.
I mean, that's all a hot dog is an excuse to eat ketchup and bread.
Yeah, dude, I did it. And I was fat as fuck because I drank soda. So my mom was a soda fiend, and she would just buy soda. So I would drink them until I exploded.
Starting January 1st, you're not allowed to buy soda with food stamps.
I think it depends on the state, yeah.
I don't know. I just saw something about it recently, and I thought it was federally. But
yeah, I hope that would be great. Well, food stamps and EBT should not be eligible for any kind of. It should not be eligible for honey buns, Little Debbie's, alcohol, anything that you could possibly imagine. It should be for, you know, basically it should be like WIC, right? So like EBT and food stamps should be basically WIC, where it is only healthy foods, only things that are actually needed, things that you can make food with. It should not be working on fucking Little Debbie's, because dude, I knew people growing up that had
really
EBT.
Fast too. Like Little Debbie's do not make you full. Like if you're not spending your money in a way that lasts you or is healthy.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody in the chat has probably been to Walmart, right? Or Kroger or whatever, and you'll be walking through the aisles and you're getting your I'll get my egg whites and I'll get my tortillas, you know, and my salsa, and I'll be getting a little bitty basket. And I'll walk by like a lady that's all ass, like 400 pounds of just nothing but ass. And she has a buggy, and there's like 30 boxes of Little Debbie's in there. And we get up to the counter at the same time, and she's using her EBT card to get Little Debbie's. That shouldn't be a thing. That's silly, okay? It shouldn't be something you have to rely on for the rest of your life, because people stay on these systems forever. And that's why it was a really good idea to make people reapply every 2 years and kick everybody off of it, because it's not supposed to be something you live off of for the rest of your life. It's supposed to be temporary. That's the whole point. But people are just like, no, fuck it. I'm just going to stay on it for the rest of my life. Thank you, Deadpool Dove says, did you hear that, Sillenbird? I did right at the end. I was like, God, of course. Danu Vox says, if you want to see poverty, go to Aberdeen, Washington. Aberdeen. You'll see a lot of tents in certain spots, and people not living in tents usually aren't well off. Well, a lot of those tent areas, there's a lot of interesting YouTube channels you can go watch, where they'll go to tent cities and talk to homeless people, and several of these homeless people choose to do it. They enjoy it. Like there was one girl, she was really cute. She looked kind of like Tiny One Badger. And she had short hair, and she was a cute little girl, and she was out here being homeless. And they're like, why are you out here? And she's like, actually, I could go home at any point. My parents would take care of me, but I just don't want to. I like it. I like being out here. It's fun. And I'm like, well, fuck. So, you know, not all homeless people are there, you know, because they just can't do anything else. A lot of them choose it, man. It's like poverty. You know the percentage of people that win the lottery and they have no money within like a year? It's like 70-something% of people who win the lottery of millions of dollars, they spend it all within 6 months and they're back into poverty.
Well, it also doesn't help that these systems make it to where like a lot of people are better off fully depending on them, to where like if they do try to better their circumstances, they're worse off for a huge majority of time until it gets better. Like, so my mother, she was a single mom, and she made $12 an hour in, I think it was 2007-ish time frame. And she didn't have hardly anything. She didn't really have equity in her house, but because she had a house and because she had a job, I didn't qualify for free lunches at school, which was wild to me because we legitimately did not have money to spare at all. And anytime I would ask to go hang out with friends and it required money because we were going to go do something, she would try her best, right? But it was hard on her. And that she went to apply for, food stamps or whatever. And they basically told her that she would be better off if she sold her house, got an apartment, and did not work.
Yeah. I mean, I saw an interview with a lady that was waiting in line to get food stamps one time. And they were like, why don't you, have you tried looking for work and whatnot? And she's like, no. If I got a job, I would make like a third of what I make from government assistance. I'll never come off this. And that's right. I would do the same fucking thing. If I was making $8,000 a month on government assistance and you're like, you want to go work at Walmart for $2,500 a month? No, I'm staying on government assistance. What the hell are you talking about?
And imagine how that makes people feel, like to know that bettering their circumstances does nothing for them.
Yeah.
Like they're just on a sit and spin.
There's no way out.
Lives. Yeah.
There's literally no way out for these people. And some take advantage of it and some don't have an option. And that's what and it's going to hurt. But a lot of people need to be kicked off of it. And then we're going to have to recycle all of this. And then some people will come back. Some people will better themselves as a result. But it's going to be punishing for a while because no one should have been getting $8,000 a month or $7,000 a month or $10,000 a month for free. No one should be getting that.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
They should focus more on childcare and different ways to assist people who are in those situations to where they can work. Like subsidized housing, things like that. That makes more sense to me because that's more on a state-based and communal level anyways, right?
Yeah. It's pretty wild. Rob with a $20 super chat. Thank you, brother. I hope you're doing well, my man. Thank you so much for coming in strong for your boy. Hope you're doing good. He covers the orange boy tonight. Oh, God, we're a red boy away. My boy. Look at him. So cute, so attractive, so in shape, so manly, so good at estate sale buying.
Yeah. So someone in the chat said that they should make college free for people on food stamps, but if they get failing grades, their food stamps stop. So here's the thing. I don't think it needs to be college. There should be programs where people get the assistance in childcare and financial assistance as they learn a trade. And then they can, go from there. I feel like that's the best case scenario because we need people that are skilled workers and they need to feel fulfilled and successful in their lives and not, hopeless. And that's,
but the unfortunate truth is a lot of people take advantage of it because that's what they're going to do anyway. And it's nothing you can do about it. It's like when people
there'd be ways to ensure that they couldn't just go through the ropes, go through the hoops of the program and then not come out successful.
People like to compare Denmark to the US all the time for Denmark's socialistic policies. Now, Denmark is not a socialist nation, but it has a lot of social programs, and people love to bring up Denmark in every single situation. Oh, what about Denmark? Oh my God. Denmark has 8 million people. 99.8% of them are all the exact same race and the exact same culture and the exact same upbringing. Yeah. Those things work a little better when everybody's on the same page. The U.S. is a melting pot. The U.S. is everybody. You're right. That's how the U.S. has been for a long time. It's everybody.
People with different priorities, ideals, and religions. And I think that really goes into making it difficult for a one-size-fits-all solution.
Yeah. John says people get $8,000 a month. There was a lady the other day that was showing her her receipts or whatever, her data from EBT or SNAP, and she got over $11,000 a month because she had 7 kids or something. Bro, imagine making 110, 120 grand a year. And it's just, your education was making your dude not pull out. That was your whole thing. It's freaking insane, dude. So that's what it is, man. That's what it is.
And it's incentivizing people in these situations to have more kids. And those aren't the people that you want, having and raising the next generation because they're literally just doing it for, government assistance and the money. You should not incentivize having children for the wrong reasons. That's not.
Snafu says, I'm permanently disabled and I don't get any of that shit. But see, that's the thing is you probably should. But there's people that are completely normal ass people. And it's, you know what I'm saying?
I think the bar is so low for assistance because there are so many people that don't work at all and have children and have multiple children, and it's going to them.
I couldn't even get unemployment when I left GameStop. they were like, nope. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just be sad.
This
Now,
looks like AI.
well, it's not. So this lady right here is about to talk about why she regrets everything in life. So we're going to listen to her. It's very sad. It's a very sad story, but we're going to bring it up anyway. So we'll see what happens here. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're almost to 100 likes. Let's get on it, doggone it.
My OF managers who ran my accounts made me money. I looked up to that man so much. He became like a father to me in such a perverted way. And I was like, I'll do anything do you say? And I did. And to be able to do scenes, I drank so much. I was so wasted because it helped me complete what I needed to complete. And so many people like, you're making great money. That's what I always wanted. Like, no, you don't. You'll get to the top and realize just how alone you are. I used to recite that to myself. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top because it made me feel better because of why I was so alone. I'm alone, but at least I have money.
Think about that for a moment. Like this, OnlyFans is a very new thing, right? I mean, if you look at all the last 100 years, OnlyFans is very, very new, and
it's the same shit, but as porn. It's just a different medium, really. So, like, yes, OnlyFans is new, but porn stars have been going through this forever.
But think about this for a moment. Porn stars were in the industry, relatively speaking, paid by a management company, shooting scenes at some kind of studio, and there was far less of them. Now, we all have a friend that we know that does OnlyFans. Yeah. All of us know. We all have a friend who we know that does OnlyFans, right? And it's like, I'm going to make this quick bank. And then you get to a certain age, especially if you took off on it. And that is something that that'll never leave you and will always be there. Even if you delete it, there's girls that will delete their OnlyFans. I've seen girls before delete their OnlyFans within 6 months. Bro, there's a forum out there with every video and every picture you ever put on there, and it will be there for the rest of your life. There's nothing you can do. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, I don't want to be like a dick bag, but when it comes to society and comes to people and comes to men and comes to dating, you're cutting off a giant portion of people. There are men out there that will never date you if they know. And
narrowing your dating pool.
Yeah. There's men that will never date you, and you're probably not going to tell them. And when they find out, it's going to be devastating for them, and they will likely leave you or worse. And I mean, I wouldn't. I'm a laid back dude, brother. I'm a laid back dude. I don't care. I don't care about body count. Never cared about any of that stuff. I'm pretty laid back, within reason, right? But I would never date a girl that does OnlyFans.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not. And I'm reasonable as hell. Like, so if I'm not, I can guarantee you most dudes aren't. And you get to that age, you're like, okay, I have $3 million in my savings account. That's great. But you'll always have this thing.
Yes.
That you will never let you basically do a very normal thing in life unless you try to hide it from people. And as soon, especially if you're a large creator on there, as soon as any of your friends find out who that is, go and Google it once and it's over.
I feel like the hard part about it is that on the surface level, like, it seems like, this should be like women empowerment, or like, she's capitalizing on what God gave her, or, all these other things. But when you get down to the root of it, especially like if you watch it, it's demoralizing. It's bringing her down to, a lower level every single time. And I'm sure, like she said, she had to drink to get through it. Like, it is. Even just being a server, if you're a woman in the chat and you've ever been a server or a bartender, you know this feeling. Now imagine it times 10. You're there as, your face only, and you're an object, and people are giving you money, and it all just feels kind of wrong. Even as a server, as a woman, when like you're working at a sports bar and the whole reason you're there is because you're wearing tiny shorts, and a push-up bra, it doesn't feel good. It's like it tears your soul apart. And
there are girls out there that enjoy it, and then they hit 31 and 32 and 33, and it all changes. You know what I'm saying? And obviously this isn't, I'm generally speaking here. It's not everybody. There's some ladies out there who they don't give a fuck, and that's fine, and that's great. But there are some that are going through some shit right now because OnlyFans has been out for several years now, and they're all starting to age up. I remember there was this one OnlyFans girl that I followed on Instagram because me and Cecil we did a show. I was on the Jack show like a year and a half ago, and we were all like drinking, and Cecil was like, "Bring up my window," and was just showing hot OnlyFans girls. So I followed this one girl because she was attractive, and I read the lore behind her because she disappeared for like 6 months. I'm like, damn, where'd she go? You know, and I read the lore behind it, and it's because she did a scene. Her management company basically. Now I don't want to use the word forced, but they coerced her into doing like a hardcore scene. And it broke her. And like the day the hardcore scene came out, she like deleted everything and disappeared for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. Like it's not for everybody, and it's definitely hurting a lot of people. Now, I don't think it should be banned. I think everybody should have the choice to do whatever the hell they want to do if you're an adult. But I do think that a lot of these young girls that are 18, 19, they're just now getting to the point where they are legal in that area.
They can't fathom
there
the
has
impact.
Of course, not at 18. Like there has to be someone that tells them something, you know. And when you're 18, 19, bro, when I was 18, 19, I was dumber than a box of rocks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like these girls, yeah, that sucks, man. It really does. I think what would be a good policy is if OnlyFans you had to be like 24 or older.
Yeah.
That would probably be better. Because then you would be able to make a much more informed decision about that kind of thing. I feel like anyway. Charles with a gold boy says, we will see a day. I'm afraid it will be soon where a politician will use their not safe for work OnlyFans content in their campaign. Oh, that's going to happen.
Oh my God.
That's going to happen. I can't imagine it won't. I mean, look how far we've strayed away from every kind of like normal moral compass and just went off the deep end. Right now,
it's like that movie. What's the movie?
Idiocracy.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's something that would happen in Idiocracy.
Yeah, it's what the plants crave, the Gatorade, the electrolytes, right? And I think we're coming full circle. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. This is kind of not on topic, but I'm going to cover it in just 2 seconds. So if you guys have noticed in the last 10 years, you know, feminists and liberals, you know, I think that goes really hand in hand. Feminists and liberals were all about, you know, was it free the nipple? Yes. We should be able to show our bodies. We should be able to do whatever we want. We should be able to do the same things. It meant I should be able to go topless on the beach with my boyfriend and no one should say anything and it shouldn't be illegal. Now, I don't necessarily disagree with that because I'm a guy, baby. But that was only a couple years ago. Now, suddenly liberals are like, women should cover up and wear burqas almost because they're getting objectified. It's come full circle. So I don't know. I think in the next couple of years, liberals will be basically conservatives. Like it'll go full circle, right? So it's gonna be.
They're basically championing chastity too, because they're talking about, you know, like keep the boys lonely. Like they're literally championing chastity. So chastity and conservative attire. So
it is very, very strange. All right, let's pull up the next one here. It's going to start getting into the sauce here, but we have a Karen that is, I think she's on some kind of antipsychotics or something, and she's going psychotic, but she's getting like arrested and she is going in. She reminds me of that girl that I told you about that was like telling me all of her diagnosis the first time I hung out with her. This is who this girl reminds me of.
I'm psycho.
The reason why I got called out is because of the little scene that you caused at the gas station. Have you had anything to drink tonight?
Nope, I'm a very dramatic person. Just found out I had herpes. My man broke up with me, so you can kiss my ass with your bullshit.
Yeah, she found out. No, she sounds like she's on something. Like immediately. Just found out I have herpes. Well, that sucks for you, ma'am. But anyways.
Don't go to your car.
I'm grabbing my ID like you asked me to, boss.
Did I ask you to grab your ID?
No, but I knew you were finna to. Don't treat me like I'm a fucking criminal because I done did nothing wrong, eh?
Well, tip my pants.
Yes,
your eyes on.
I hear you. Fool, well, you had that shit way the fuck out here, fool. I learned how to follow instructions because of my man. He used to beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah, she's tripping balls on
she's
something.
Trying literally anything and everything and definitely experiencing some sort of psychosis.
Look at that freeze frame, though. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Could you imagine a straight line right here in front of you?
Foot lettuce guy. The foot lettuce guy.
I naturally walk crooked. Gee, I'm trying to tell you that I'm sober.
Yeah, okay. All right, ma'am. I believe you. Now get in the squad car. I promise. I totally believe you're sober. Don't worry about it.
Imagine when if one day she cleans up her act and gets sober or fixes whatever is going on there, and then this video is just viral forever.
Yeah, dude, that would suck. That would suck ass. You know, it's like when people post my crime video somewhere. I'm like, oh shit. Because
I cried that one time on stream.
fuck. No, I mean, Asmongold did a reaction to it like a year ago, and Abba and Preach did a reaction to that video. And I was like, oh, I never watched them. Never watched the videos. I'm like, no, don't talk about this video, man. That's in my past. Please, God, Jesus. Yeah, they did it. And everybody was super cool about it. Everybody's always been cool about it. I'm always like fearing the worst, and it's always totally fine. Like, everybody's like, man, this guy's cool. And I'm like, wow, cool. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Next one is something that plagues me and makes me so angry every time I see something like this. But it's so normal. It's so normalized now. And I'll say this. Why is it every single time a female teacher is caught, like, you know, basically graping a child, the headline says teacher caught having relationship with 12-year-old or having a sexual relationship with a 12-year-old. They never say it grape, but when it's a man, it's like, man, grapes 12-year-old in school. And then he goes to prison for like 6,000 years. Rightfully so. But like the women basically get nothing. They get nothing. Why is it like that?
Well, there's double standards regarding sex and the two genders. So
yeah. Here's what's going on here.
Tonight, a former Wisconsin elementary school teacher is headed to prison for
elementary school teacher
the next 6 years. This is the moment a judge handed down the sentence to Madison Bergman, who admitted to having an inappropriate relationship with an 11-year-old student. After serving that prison time, Bergman will serve another 6 years under extended supervision.
So she's gonna have 6 years probation, and then she's gonna have 6 years in prison. If a man did this, if a man did this exact same crime, he would go to prison for 35 years or life with no parole.
yeah,
Right? And he deserves that. But why do women get a different treatment? And why do they make the headlines sound different? They say a sexual relationship. It's not a sexual relationship.
I do think that it is. Both the things are abominable and both deserve the same sentence, in my opinion.
Yep.
But I do think there are a lot of worse connotations with, you know, having sex with an 11-year-old girl or having sex with an 11-year-old boy. Like, you're permanently altering the girl's body, and you're also possibly negatively impacting their ability to have children later, depending on how developed their bodies are. So it's both are terrible. That woman needs to go to actual prison for like 15 years, period. Because while the boy may be physically unchanged, mentally he's got a lot to unpack and deal with there. Same as if it was a female child.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that makes sense. It's hard. It's really hard to say. It's obviously people like genders are different for that reason. But it's just it's hard to reconcile in my mind how they don't get there should be a standard, right? Like, I know states are a thing. I know judges are a thing. I know judges are appointed or judges are elected. I get it, but there needs to be a standard. If you commit this crime and you're 100% guilty of this crime, this is your minimum, and there is no below it. Like, you can't just get a plea deal of 12 months of probation, like that one kid. That kid that like he like sexually assaulted like a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old, or I think he might have killed him as well, and then he got 18 months.
yeah, there
Like,
needs
what
to
the
be a
fuck?
minimum, like a minimum standard, and then from there you can rely on precedents to guide how you choose to
Yeah.
sentence them. But yeah, no, I don't understand how she's only going to get 6 years probation. Maybe there's some things we don't understand about the case. Maybe she didn't actually, like, you know, P and V, right? Or maybe, you know, I don't know what she did, but
Yeah.
maybe she accidentally sent him a picture of her boobs. I don't know. We don't know, you know?
Yeah, well.
Bergman immediately started sobbing when hearing that sentence. She pled guilty to her crime to get a lower sentence and to avoid a trial. This afternoon, she apologized and took responsibility for her actions. We also heard from the victim's father, who says his son is often bullied and teased after what happened.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Well,
It wasn't even a hot teacher.
that's what I was about to say. Like the teacher looks like a goblin. So like, yeah, that sucks, man.
There's a comment in the chat. It says it's a strong doubled standard. Let that boy go on to be an offender. This past victimization will not be brought into the public eye for sympathy. That is an extremely good point. I don't know if you can pull up that comment.
What, Angeles?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to scroll. It's a strong double standard. Let that boy go on to be an offender. His past victimizations will not be brought up into public eye for sympathy. Yep. Thank you, Anjali. I appreciate you.
Yeah, because that's a good point. Because children that experience, this kind of trauma, they do often go on to perpetrate the exact same crimes. And, of course, given he is a male, if he talks about the fact that when he was 11, he was raped by a female, it's going to get a lot less sympathy. And that is absolutely not fair.
Yeah, everybody just makes fun of you. You can actually, to be fair, and it's really cringe. I'm going to be completely honest here, but I've told people about how when I first got into really good shape, I was like 147, 150 pounds. But I had good muscle mass on me, and I'd wear tight shirts. Obviously, what's up? And I went to a club. It was like my first time going to anything looking like this, and it was in Las Vegas. And there was a bachelorette party or something of like women that were like in their 30s. I was like 26, I think, or 25. And all these girls like walked up to me and were like rubbing all over my body, like just rubbing all over my body. And I was like, Jesus, what's going on? And anyways, I tell that story, and it's a huge double standard. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and be like, oh, I feel so
I have
uncomfortable.
PTSD.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I was totally fine with it. But that's one of those weird double standards where that happened to me. And sometimes I'll tell, like, I'll be talking to like somebody, and it'll be somebody that's like one of those over the top, like morally empathetic people that try to, feign that shit. And they're like, wow, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I'm like, you don't have to do that.
Right.
You don't have to do like,
don't patronize me.
You have no idea what's going on here. I'm just saying it's a double standard, right?
Right.
And now no one should be doing that to anybody.
Yeah.
And I think it is actually worse when a man does it, because men are
a threat.
Yeah. They could hurt you. You know what I'm saying? They could.
If you snap back at them and tell them to get the fuck off you, they might murder you.
Yeah, exactly. Billy, I told you specifically not to super chat tonight. I don't know why you're super chatting tonight, Billy. I'm not really understanding what's going on here, but I told you to not super chat tonight. Because I get chargebacks every time you super chat. So you can't be doing that, man, because when I get a chargeback from a super chat, it's like $100 plus the super chat. So yesterday I had a negative 49 day, and I made $600 yesterday. So you can't, like I said, man, you can't be super chat, because YouTube will not give me any information on it. And it is literally like, for example, my numbers on YouTube last month would have been around $10,000 in revenue. I barely brought home $4,000. Okay, from chargebacks, because a chargeback is over double what the actual amount of the super chat is, because YouTube charges you the fee as well. This month I'm on track to make 10 grand. Okay, but guess where I'm at? 3,800. I can't even pay my mortgage next month because of that. So you gotta honor that, and don't super chat.
It's just a test. We're testing it out to see if it keeps happening.
Because if I can't afford those fees, right? Like if your bank's hacked or something's going on, I can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Can you disable super chats? It's not about super chats in general. It's specifically Billy super chats. It's not anybody else. Okay, that's my point. Right? We've already had this discussion, is what I'm saying. So at any rate, because like I said, yesterday I had $600 in revenue on an extra day I was streaming, because I'm so low in revenue from chargebacks. And yesterday I streamed for negative $49. It cost me $49 yesterday to stream. So I can't be doing that. That's all I'm saying. So you cannot be super chatting, Billy. Obviously anybody else can super chat, obviously, but there's a reason why my card got declined yesterday when I went to get my first drink in months. It's because I'm literally like negative money all the time because I'm fighting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in super chats, in chargebacks, mind you, not super chats. All right. So anyways, that out of the way, do not do that. Anybody else can, but I had a conversation with Billy already today. I'm like, hey man, don't super chat. I got to look at these numbers and make sure that this is not some kind of weird thing with your account. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, there we go. All right, let's go. Anyways, thank you. PS2 Chopper, 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate you, brother. I love you. Thank you, dude. Hope you're doing well, man. Oop, sorry. I'm closed out everything. God damn. Closed out everything. All right. What's up, McStiller? How you doing? Yeah, well, I'm filing for divorce tomorrow. Well, damn, Blue Waffle. I'm sorry. Okay. Goddamn.
That does suck.
Blue Waffle just coming here. Well, you know what, guys? You think that's bad. Okay. You think that's bad. Well, guess what? Well, I love you, Blue Waffle, and I'm sorry.
My brother is going through a divorce. It's tough, man.
Everybody going through a divorce. I got a reel on Facebook coming out about that in like a day or so. I don't really know where it's going, but anyways, let's move on to the next. Well, or let's move on to the same one. We were talking about that lady for too long here. All right.
It's absolutely clear that I take full accountability for every boundary that was crossed. I hope that your family has been able to begin to heal and find some peace in your lives again. I know the journey will be long for your family as well as mine.
You know, in his own words, he's like, I have to live with this forever. He's like, whatever punishment she receives should be forever, right? I mean, he doesn't necessarily know what that means, right? The whole context of it. But again, when I reviewed the text too, it's very deliberate, talking about touching his leg, talking to my 11-year-old son about her period, you know, talking about his erections. I mean, like very, very, to me, it's like very, very disturbing stuff.
Yeah.
The judge was also deeply disturbed by the volume of messages, nearly 300 messages per day, 35,000 altogether, as well as 100 handwritten love notes.
You know what this is connected to a little bit?
100 handwritten love notes.
You know what this is connected to a little bit?
Yes. That one show we watched.
Well, yeah, that too. But this is connected where I think there's an epidemic of teachers out there, and you guys know what I'm talking about, who love to get in their children's mind and ideologically shape them based on fetishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is something that's been an epidemic the last couple of years, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, what group I'm talking about. For example, when a teacher comes into class and wants to make an announcement to a bunch of fourth graders about how they're coming out as a new gender, and they're trying to teach everybody about it. And if they have questions about their gender, come to them. These are fucking like 8-year-olds, by the way. And it's because they want to ideologically change them. They want to mess something up. They want to have more control than they actually have. And that should be so damn illegal. And they should get the same exact sentence that this person's getting, if not harsher. You know what I'm saying?
There's just literally no reason to be talking about sex with
anyone 100%
under the age of 16 in a formal setting like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like at home, the parents, maybe, you know, like you give them the talk earlier than they have sex education in high school. But there's a reason that like even sex education in high school is so, or used to be so controversial. Like you had to get your parents' permission when I was in high school to go through sex ed.
Yep. You had to get like a handwritten like consent. And that was in like fucking 9th grade, man.
Yeah.
I was like 14, 15.
Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think every child should get some basic birds and bees education like early because things are happening earlier and it's really important that they protect themselves.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't think that this school is the place to do it.
Yep. 100%, man. This next one is just, I'm so excited for this next one. It's very short, but it's going to be a good discussion. Anyways. Yeah, Anjali, exactly. You don't even have to go that far. Just be like, where do babies come from? When a man and woman love each other, they make a baby, and then there you go. That's the whole end of this discussion.
Oh, at what age? At what age?
Whatever age.
I feel like they need to understand the full like how babies are made.
Well, you don't have to be like, well, when she gets frothy.
Yeah, no.
You go down there and you feast. No, you don't have to go that hard. Okay, just
just like understanding how pregnancy happens and how to prevent it, and then STDs. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
and also understanding that your privates are private, and you know there shouldn't be older people touching them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many children that end up getting raped and then they don't know how to express what
Yeah.
happened to them.
Yeah.
And they didn't know it was wrong going into it until later.
Oh my God. I just read Art's chat and it like is killing me. I'm going to bring it up though. I'm going to do it. But when I was in school, it was basically 9th grade. STDs were the harm, and they like, basically the whole thing was like, you don't want STDs, don't have sex, be abstinent. That was the entire conversation. That was our whole sex ed class. Art the Clown says, my sex ed teacher during sophomore year of high school showed a video of a guy cream pooing a girl.
What?
They had an internal camera too. Pretty sure teachers stretched the boundaries on that one. Yeah, pretty sure.
That is a little much. Yeah,
Pretty
I
sure.
feel like you don't need to actually see it happening. Really, like you can just have a diorama. You know.
Yeah, you have to see it. I have to see that shit because I won't know. I gotta know. I want to know how's it gonna look.
No,
I just want to make sure I'm doing this right.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's insane. No, I'll never understand that shit. That's too much, man. That's too much. Now, granted, I grew up in Alabama, maybe a little bit different, but it's all good. It's weird. But no, there should be nothing going on in that avenue. But at any rate, I'm excited for this next one. Excited for this. How you doing, Capitalist Pig, over on Rumble? Hope you're doing well, man. I need to know, I need to see it to believe it. Yeah, that's gross. Nope, it's not necessary, man. Not necessary. So this one, I want you to read the caption of this. So it says, to my ex who lured me out of a great marriage and then to my ex who lured me out of a great marriage and then got me and then cheated on me. Right? Dude, this is so common. This happens so common. Dude, I've seen this so many times. When I was going through the world of Tinder, and I've said this before, I get it, guys, but 75% of the girls I hooked up with off Tinder had husbands or boyfriends or fiancés. Now, I will disclaimer this was almost 10 years ago, and I was not a good person back then. I just went through a divorce. I didn't care about anything. I was just pumping and dumping, right? And there were so many girls that were like, trying to leave their husband for me, and I would tell them, I am not interested in a relationship, ma'am. Like, I'm not trying to do that. And all these girls would be like, what if I could just come stay with you? Like, I would rather be with you. I'd rather sleep in your bed and snuggle you. All this shit happens all the time. And even when I was a bad person, I wasn't a good person when I was doing these things. There were still men out there who do. There are still men out there that are even worse and will actually indulge that behavior and then convince you to leave your husband. And then as soon as you do, they drop you like a rock.
Because they get off on it.
Because it's like a power, man. It's power. And so many women fall for that shit. Stop leaving your husband. Okay, let's say you've been together 10 years. Life's a little monotonous. There's no butterflies anymore because love evolves in a different way.
Right.
It's not always butterflies. It's not always going to be that way. The infatuation period, once it's over, if you don't really connect with the person, a lot of people will get in a relationship with somebody they don't actually really care for, but they let them have sex with them. Therefore, they think that this is it. And then they move in together and they get married and they realize they hate each other. So they sit there for years and years and years. And then they meet a guy at work and there's puppy love. And I haven't felt this in such a long time. And they mistake that for actual love.
Yeah.
And then the guy that's doing that will indulge in it and even convince them, yeah, I agree, you should leave him. And then they leave him and then they drop him so fast because it was never about that.
If you leave someone that you've been in a long-term relationship with or you're married to, it should be to be alone. It should be you're planning on 6 months of being by yourself.
Yep.
It should never be for someone else because then you have a true perspective on the relationship, right? Because like, if you're not the problem, if they're the problem, then why can't you be alone and by yourself for 6 months?
Yep. 100%. That's just how it is, man. The guy says if they cheat on you, they will cheat on you. If they cheat with you, they will cheat on you.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Like 100%. If you come into a relationship and you're with a girl, and now I'll give you another story that's the opposite of this. You guys ready for this? This is the opposite thing. So I was hanging out with a girl one time off of Tinder, and she had a boyfriend. We're going back. All right. Thank you, Rabbi, baby. I appreciate you. You got us a fifth of the way to Naked Snake, brother. Thank you. So I was hanging out with a girl on Tinder, and I was, getting to know her. We hung out like 3 times. So this is already more than normal. And I was making the moves, and she was like, I am still with my boyfriend. technically speaking. So I'm not going to do anything with you. Okay. Not going to do anything. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like kissing on her cheek and shit. And she's like, she probably let it go a little bit further than she probably should have. But she still was like
stuck to her guns.
And then the day she broke up with her boyfriend, she told me, like, she's like, yeah, I broke up with him last night. The day.
I know this girl.
All right. Anyways, the day she broke up with her boyfriend, I gave her the beans. The day that it happened. Now I'm just saying that she persevered, right? Mostly. And that's not very typical, right?
Yeah.
So she's the kind of girl that you like, if I'd be like, hey, you know what? She probably won't cheat on me. You know what I'm saying?
For real, yeah.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't cheat on you. So there's that. And I was dashingly handsome, and her boyfriend was a gargoyle, and he was lame as shit, and I was based. You know what I'm saying? So she held her guns. Chad, it's interesting you talk about this in front of your cute snow bunny girlfriend. I love this man. I love it. He commented on my Instagram. I saw the snow bunny thing. I was like, this motherfucker, collard greens and black eyed peas. You my dog. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate you, brother. Well, Chad, if we hit bikini gold, you get to see her big ol' ass. It's really large.
Chad, question: do you put turnips in your collard greens? It's a valid question.
I don't know nothing about no damn collard greens.
How versed are you on comfort food? Southern comfort food.
He's black as hell. He's versed. It's in the culture. No, Anjali's
the answer is yes.
Now Anjali disagreed. Is she black as hell too?
Yeah, okay.
Look at her.
Maybe I'm outnumbered.
All right. Iracayos with an orange boy. The Christmas Monday.
Ham hocks, yes. I made ham hock soup. Bean soup. It was so good. I've got it in the freezer.
Iracaya says, when I was in high school, a girl confessed to me, and confessed when I was in high school, a girl confessed to me, and I knew her BF. She told me she would leave him if I said yes. I told her that I would prefer her from doing that to me. Yeah, dude, 100%. And girls will do that. They'll come to your house and be like, save me, please. I remember being a fat little kid, and I had girls that would be like, I wish like I had a boyfriend like you. And I'm like, I'm right here, ma'am. And they're like, well, no, not like you though. And I'm like, you bitch. It's because I was fat as fuck. I would look like a little fat. I look like Sam from Rocket Power. I look just like that little motherfucker when I was a kid, except I didn't have glasses. And the girls would be like, you're like my brother. And then I lost like 100 pounds when I was 17, and I was really lanky and skinny. And I didn't have stretchy skin. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty interesting. And then those same girls, literally two of those girls that told me I was like a brother, was all over my ass. It was really, really interesting. And I did it anyway. I shouldn't have gave them the satisfaction, but I did it anyways, Iracayas. All right. Anyways, thank you, Iracayas. I appreciate you, brother. You the man with a plan, brother. That puts us at 127 out of 500 for next week. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right. Let's continue. Let's make music together. Let's make sweet harmony. Oh, actually have standards. You know what, Iracayas? Eat my ass. All right. At one point in time, I didn't. Okay. You don't understand, Iracayas. You have always been jacked and had a good accent. I was just a fat redneck. There was no avenue of success for me. Failwind with an orange boy says, you know what adds a point or two to anyone's attractiveness as far as I'm concerned? Loyalty and integrity. Doing the right thing even when they could get away with the wrong thing. Hell yeah, Failwind. That's my man right there. How you doing, brother? I feel like I haven't seen you forever. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Failwind's name always reminds me of World of Warcraft. Pretty sure there's a Failwind somewhere in World of Warcraft, but it always reminds me of that shit. Thank you, Failwind. Appreciate you, brother. For the orange boy. All right, let's continue. Always like to. Oh, we have a lady here that's about to go ham. It's gonna be fun. Thank you, Failwind. Appreciate you. Thank you. Copy and pasting that. My collards are cooked with smoked neck bones, accent seasoning, black pepper, Laurie seasoned salt, and red pepper flakes. Red pepper flakes are the best, man.
Oh yeah, I always put sugar in my collard greens.
Dude, red pepper flakes. You can order a bullshit pizza from a bullshit place, douse it in red pepper flakes, and bro, I just want to wipe it on my gooch and fill the pepper flakes on my gooch too. Fuck, it feels so good.
I don't think you want to do that.
Oh, please, more. All right, anyways, we're a third of the way to Naked Snake. Get the hell on it, diggity doggone it. Let's go. All right, and this next one you guys are gonna really like. Here we go.
You can play this game all day if y'all want to.
Well, I can tell you we won't play this game all day because that ain't gonna happen. You're banned from TSA, so you can't fly through here. You can go to another airport, okay?
Y'all banning me for anything trespassing or anything. It has to be on document.
So she's about watch her move the goalpost over and over. Watch.
You want to go down that trespass road?
You can.
Right here.
And here's the trespass document. Here he goes, hand it to her. Now it's gonna move.
Okay, you have to have probable cause. What is the probable cause
Goalpost.
of trespassing?
Causing a disturbance.
There you go. There's the goalpost.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Don't grab on me. Don't grab on me. Don't grab on me. They got me. They got a black woman. They grabbing me tight.
She had to throw the race thing in there. Now look, guys, if I have any advice for anyone, don't freak out at the airport because they will kick your ass.
Yeah.
Especially if you're past security.
It's not the place.
Dude, that you can't be going in there treating it like Walmart because they will drop your ass in a second. My most popular reel on Facebook is a lady at the airport that went ham and she got knocked the hell out. And it got like 1.2 million views in just a couple of days. They love it. They love that shit. They love watching them get just knocked the hell out. Oh my gosh. I'll never understand when people act a fool at freaking, while they act a fool at the airport. It's the worst place you can do it, man. Worst place you can possibly do that is at the damn airport. How you doing, Alan Jones? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Was it, why is it always, Funky, why you always got to do this to me? Was it Spirit? Was it Frontier? Every time, brother. I don't fly those airlines for undisclosed reasons.
I love being evil to men. Sometimes late on like a Friday or Saturday night, I go on what I call a Hinge rampage, where I match with just like a bunch of guys on Hinge, and then rile them all up to the point where they're like, come over, come over, come over. And to all of them, I'm like, yes, like send your address, like literally on my way. And then I just shut off my phone and go to sleep and wake up to a bunch of messages the next morning saying like, where are you? Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you on your way?
You know what's sad about this is, the kind of guys she's doing this to are literal, like, probably rough looking dudes that are getting no success with women, and then they
didn't deserve it.
Yeah,
know?
It's like literally
They're
the
not
guys.
the fuckboys she wants to get.
Yeah, well, if one of the fuckboys messenger would be different, she'd be like,
Right.
"What's up, brother?" No, she looks like a damn foot. All right, she looks awful, and that's the whole point. Is she's probably doing this to the Skytexes of the world.
Right.
Poor Skytex, man. Happy late birthday, Mr. Skytex. I'm sorry that I disparaged you, but no. Well, it's women on Tinder are a very interesting thing. There was a study that came out from basically they combined Tinder and Bumble and Hinge and all this stuff, and they combined the swiping rates, and it was something like women they swipe right on an average of like 4 out of 1,000 men, and men swipe right on an average of like 86 or like 100 out of 500 women or something like that. And it just goes to show that just from an app, by the way, this is an app that is in 2025 right now. If you look at the data, it reinforces everything about society, right? And there's all the things that go with it with society. Women get to pick who they go into, or who they try to go into a relationship with, or who they will have sex with, rather, right? So there's the common phrase: women give sex, men give a relationship, right? So women can pretty much choose almost, if they're an average looking girl and up, they can have sex with almost any guy that they come across, almost any of them.
Well, let me point something out though. Women on Tinder, most of them are probably looking for a relationship. So their choosiness is based on that metric, whereas men's choosiness is just based on who would I stick my dick in. So it's a little unfair to look at the statistics from that viewpoint.
No, well, I don't know, man. Like it's the whole thing where, I mean, it goes back to the previous study that was done where it shows that 20% of the men who are successful on Tinder have sex with 80% of the women who are actively swiping right on Tinder. And it's the reverse for men, right? And that rings true. Now, look, my experience is anecdotal, obviously. But I had friends, you know them, where they would create a Tinder. They were not bad looking dudes. They were just kind of goofy, you know, and they would create a Tinder and they would get 0 matches for like a month. Or if they did, the girl wouldn't respond to their DMs, right? But
yeah,
dude,
that's common. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, but when I was on Tinder, I matched with like 50 girls a day, and I had like 10 active conversations always going. It got stressful at a point where I was like, I fucking can't do this anymore. Right. But I was talking to so many girls and hanging out with so many girls, which confirms the 80% of the 20% of men hooking up with the 80% of women who swipe right.
Yeah.
And then the other men are just, there's a term for it, but they're like throwaway men. Like they're invisible. They're completely invisible to the female populace. And that's why, and the point I was making about society earlier is that is why it is looked down upon for women to sleep with multiple people.
Because they have access.
Yeah, because they can just do it whenever they want. It's like you have a debit card with infinity money on it, and you're just like, I shouldn't buy these honey buns, but I'm going to buy them. That's wrong because it's frowned upon. But if you
or like they're showboating about like having money and they're like buying expensive things and showing it off.
Yeah,
it's like, well, you didn't even earn that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a man, like generally speaking, even the men that look like Chris Hemsworth's ass still has to put in a little bit of effort, if not a lot of effort, to kind of make these things. There are men out there that look like Chris Hemsworth that could swipe with a girl that is relatively average looking, and if he said the wrong thing or gave her the ick at any point in their chat DMs, she'd be like, nope. And he could look like Chris Hemsworth.
Well, I do think there's definitely this this epidemic of women like not wanting to settle. And
Yep.
If you would rather be alone than be with someone that doesn't match your standards, even though they're outrageous, that is valid, but you should be realistic and prepare for that inevitability, right? So like there is like a huge thing where nowadays women tend to get on those apps and it's like they have this overinflated ego and sense of self because there are so many men that would be willing to have sex with them that they don't understand that, just because a guy is going to have sex with you doesn't mean he's going to be in a relationship with you. And so it doesn't matter that you had a sexual relationship with a 7. A guy that's going to settle down with you is probably going to be more like a 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And especially if you've been through all those struggles. And then when they get older, the market changes drastically and suddenly they don't have the options they did and they start panicking.
Yeah.
And usually where the route they'll go is I hate men. And I hate men who are 30 that date 22-year-olds.
Yeah.
Right. Because they used to be the 22-year-old dating the 30-year-old man, but they never would settle down with him because they're like, oh, well, he wears red shoes sometimes. And that's gross. I don't like that. Yeah. And they'll latch on to anything. Bro, I had a girl sit down with me at the Mexican restaurant and tell me she had 5 different mental conditions and I still smashed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a guy and she was hot.
And
right.
It's also about the fact that, so the bars that are set for what people expect from men or what they expect from women is not set based on self-reflection. And so I feel like a lot of people don't meet those bars, regardless of whether they're women or they're men, by today's standards, because there's so many people that don't invest in themselves and take care of themselves and, prioritize their success in life. And so you have just like a lot of mediocre people not seeking mediocre people.
Yeah. And it's just a dangerous game, man. It's a dangerous game. And it's very unfortunate for a lot of people because a lot of people don't understand that, especially women. They don't get it. And men don't get it either, but women don't get it either. Like, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Ericaya says women are projecting their wants onto men, thinking men want the same as they do. They don't understand that we are different, have different motives and wants. Exactly, man. And as soon as you can realize that, I think it makes you a better person, man or woman, right? Like sometimes your girl's depressed or something. And instead of you giving her advice on how to fix her depression or fix her down mood, you just lay next to her and scrub her head or scrub her back for like an hour and don't say anything. And that goes a long way. And for men, it's the same shit. It's like you suffer in silence, and that goes a long way. A lot of people don't understand that. They think, oh, I have to help. I have to fix this immediately. And it's not always something you can do. And that's just how it is, man. Thank you, Erica. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, buddy. You are the GOAT. Hell yeah. RTUSA says Roblox's chat is the best way to pick people up. God, Jesus. Rogue says harsh take, unrealistic expectations will weed people out of the dating pool in internet natural selection. 100%. You'll also understand being on these dating apps, you'll find a lot of women and men, I'm sure it goes both ways, that are just not interesting at all. I have met girls that are so attractive. I thought, I was like, I can't believe this girl's hanging out with me. She is one of the most attractive girls I've ever seen on the face of this planet. And I will sit next to them for 20 minutes and all I'm thinking about is leaving.
I have also experienced this. I've dated a couple guys that were literally like could be Calvin Klein models. And no, there was just nothing going on. There's nothing going on up here. And it was very difficult to spend time with them. Because after a while, just looking at their beauty is not enough.
Got nothing in my brain.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys like the show. Please get the hell on it. Diggity dog on it.
It's like I feel like the dating scene nowadays is like everyone's just starfishing. Like, all right, wow me. And, you know, women
Wow me.
Especially, probably more. But
yep, 100%. And they don't know how to choose people. And then they choose people for the wrong reasons. And then you have people that get divorced 5 times. And they don't know what's going on. And like I have male friends that do that. They'll get a divorce. A week later, they have sex with a new girl. And then now they're getting married to this new girl because they let them have sex with them. I'm like, bro, you need to like go out and fucking tag team a few girls so you don't get this weird illusion that, oh, I love this girl. No, you just had sex with her. You're fucking confused again. You just got ruined. You lost half your shit. She's still mean to you to this day. She still throws your name in the mud. She cheated on you 5 times. How about you wait a year and play the field a little bit so you get a feel for what's going on? And they never do. They just hook up with another girl and get married within like a month. And I'm like,
well, it's hard when if you're so underappreciated in your relationship, and then the next person like is so. And then in the new parts of a relationship, they're so easy. That's men want to be appreciated. That is the thing that they crave the most, appreciated and respected. And so like most of the time men are unappreciated and not respected in their relationships. And so like the first part of a relationship, a woman is always like that. She's always like, you know, gushing over you or telling you good things. I feel like it's like literally the epitome of like male love bombing. And so I see what's happening. It's not wise.
Well, I'm a little female-y, I think, because I see through that shit. When a girl starts overtly complimenting me, I know. I'm like, all right, you're fucking with me. We're not doing this shit.
You still like it?
No, I mean, well, it's very rare now, but I'm saying like back then, you know, it started getting to me like every day. Oh, you're so talented. I'm like, oh, all right, motherfucker, I get it. Like, this just doesn't feel genuine. Okay. When you tell me, oh, wow, your junk's actually so big, you're fucking lying, baby. I've seen to some bitch. I look at it every day. It looks like a thumb. Okay. You're not tricking my ass. It's a little bit, it's a baby. You know, I got baby penisitis. Okay. I'm not like Chad over here says, I'm not a 5. I'm a solid 8'5". Women need to stop bumping on the yacht with Cody being the Honda Civic hatchback with me.
When the fuck did we get a yacht? No,
blue jeans and boots, cowboy hat with a suit. This Chad's a badass. I like Chad. Thank you, Chad, for your go boy, brother. Appreciate you, dude. Get the hell on it, DD dog on it. Closing in on that naked snake. We're almost halfway there. Thank you. Appreciate you. PDH confirms it's already been confirmed. I have a tattoo of a Goomba on me for a reason. Okay. I got a tattoo in Las Vegas of a Goomba. It took like 30 seconds.
Little known fact, there's already been a leaked nude of Cody online in case anybody's interested.
There is. Yes, there is one. You can see the Goomba.
There is one?
Yeah. What?
I was just joking.
Yeah,
I was trying to put
there
him
is.
on. I didn't know.
I have not seen it resurface in years, though. I look pretty good.
What one was it? You got to send it to me.
I look pretty good. I sent it to you years ago.
Was it the one where you put like a giant emoji of a black over your...
Yeah.
Well, then you can't see anything.
Yeah, but the one without the emojis out there. It's out there floating around with my tiny little penis. Why do you think I put an emoji over it to begin with? It looks so little. I haven't learned how to like make the camera like turn everything and make it look big. I did download a tutorial on it recently, though. You know, will you tell PDH how pretty she looks tonight, especially her hair? Thanks. Well, I don't have to now. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, I thought the only nudes were the AI'd ones. No, man, they're real. They're real. No, if I'm gonna AI my nudes, I'm gonna be like, make penis huge. Like
12-incher.
I want it to look like a baseball bat.
Scare all of the women away.
Baseball bat with veins. That's what I want it to be. Make sure you guys like the stream. Get the hell on it, DD dog on it. Let's move on to the next one. This one's wholesome, but kind of sad, but kind of wholesome in a way. She got a septum piercing though, so that's kind of sucks. But at any rate, we're gonna go through it. I think it's really quiet though, so I'm gonna have to like boost it.
Dude, right now. I feel like such a dude right now because it took me over a year to realize how badly I fumbled the bag when dating this amazing man. Like, he was one of the sweetest, kindest, most genuine guys I've ever dated, and I threw him away like day old trash. And I'm just so disappointed in myself, in how I conducted myself and how I behaved and how I treated him and made him feel taken advantage of. And I'm just disappointed in the way that I ended things so abruptly, so rudely. And this is something I've wanted to process so many times over the past year, but like I genuinely couldn't come face to face with myself. And like,
You never see someone taking accountability like this. Now she is Asian. You know, white women don't take accountability, but maybe because she's Asian. I hung out with an Asian girl off Tinder one time. She was pretty laid back. She was young. She was like 19. She was super laid back. She was like really cool. And I'm like, nah, this is weird. Why are you so cool? The white girls are crazy. No, but also I do have to say she's probably putting this out there so hoping her ex will see it.
Yeah.
You know, but no, she does go in there a little bit more with how her exes.
Like otherwise she could have done it anonymously
Yeah.
and like posted it anonymously on
Yeah.
TikTok with like, you know, an emoji over her face or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
like how I conducted and just my behaviors, because honestly, I know so many of the reasons why I behaved the way I behaved is due to past traumas. And while that's not an excuse to treat people poorly, I do have to recognize how, you know, my past like does affect me. And, you know, I'm in therapy and I have a coach and I'm working through a lot of these things. But yeah, it just sucks when you realize how badly you fucking fumbled. And
I can hear you breathing. Breathe. You hear that? You hear that?
Yeah.
Well, just stop. I'm like, who's breathing right now? She ain't breathing. She breathing that hard. I don't know what that is. That we need to get one of these SM7Bs because that one's way too sensitive. I have to crank it so they can hear you, and then but when you breathe, it's like I'm like, oh damn. The 7Bs are goated though.
I have an extremely soft voice.
Yes, it's very sad.
not just because it's 1 a.m. on a Friday night, coming home from the bars and realizing, just it being so apparent how challenging it is to meet good men out in the wild. Yeah, it's definitely a wake-up call. I'm consistently working on my shit with my therapist so that I don't let subconscious behaviors and reactions treat other people poorly and, stand in the way of my own happiness. Yeah. I wish that I could reach out to him and apologize and have a conversation, but it's been a year. It's too late. And I wouldn't want to hear from me either. But I just felt like I needed to express this. I wrote him a letter that I'll never send, but yeah, I recently.
My ex-wife wrote me a letter I never read.
I'm upset about that because I would love to read it. You should read it on stream.
No, we're not doing that.
You should have a goal.
No, we're not doing that. No, okay, so
I want the tea.
For a long time, she told me she regretted it. And then she got into another relationship, and then she was going to a therapist, and then she sent me a thing. And I was like, and this was like a year and a half later. I was now, to be fair, I was over it within 3 months. But a year and a half later, bro, I was done. I didn't even think about it. I still don't think about her. Like, it's very rare. Like, sometimes it'll be like a month from now, and I'll think about something, and I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot about that girl. I forgot she exists. So that's how little I cared about it. And then she's gonna send me a thing that's not only gonna open wounds, but it's going to be blaming me. There's going to be something in there blaming me. And so I didn't read it. And then she came over that one time.
There's always blame on both sides of a relationship.
Sure, but I don't care anymore. It's in my past. So at any rate, she came over to a house, remember? And this was a long time ago. And she was like, "Did you read that letter I sent you?" And I said, "No, I deleted that shit immediately." And she's like, "Oh well, shit." And I'm like, "You wrote it for you. You didn't write it for me. I'm not reading it. I'm not worried about that anymore." Right? So that's how that went. But at any rate, yeah, I still do hear excuses from this girl though. She's like, past traumas and stuff. It's like, listen, bitch.
I feel like she's just recognizing what it was that caused her to underappreciate that guy and act the ways that she did. Everybody has a reason for acting ways that they do. Sure. A lot of women, it's because they're used to an emotionally turbulent situation to where whenever they're in a relationship where it's not emotionally turbulent and it's healthy, they don't know how to react. And so they need to create emotional turbulence in order for it to feel like home to them.
Yeah.
So it's an issue. And I think, is it an excuse if she's saying there is no excuse? I mean, she's owning that there was no good reason for her to do that, and that it was, she's got things she needs to work on because she's a toxic person. I think I think that's not an excuse.
100%. No, I agree. Well, I guess saying there is no excuse, but past trauma. I just hate, you know what I hate? Like, I think back to my past. I hate girls, and I shouldn't say hate, but I hate the behavior where women will completely not trust you at all. Like right out of the gate, they want your phone. They want to follow you everywhere. They're yelling at you over whatever. Right? It's not reasonable. Obviously, there's reasonable stuff that can happen that would lead to that, and or there's reasonable ways to act if you're feeling a certain way about an individual. But there's girls out there that like immediately when you start hanging out with them, they go into that mode immediately, and you'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Look,
I never gave you any reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never given you any reason. Why are you freaking out? And it's well, my other boyfriends have done this, and it's like, well, you fucking need to get over it. You know what I'm saying?
Like you should have fixed that before you wanted to be in a relationship with me. Absolutely.
100%. Yeah. So that's one thing that's always bugged me. It's like, well, I'm just really hyper jealous because past boyfriends. I'm like, well, I'm not past boyfriends, baby. So you best get on a train. Here we go.
I saw that we don't follow each other on Instagram, but I was curious and I looked him up, and it looks like he moved states, and it looks like he has a new girlfriend. His profile is private, but his profile picture has him and his girlfriend.
She's stalking him,
and it makes me happy. Yeah, it's like, but yeah, I fumbled because he was hot and he had a great job, and he looked like a young Justin Timberlake, and he would cook me dinner. We went to Six Flags one time, and my shoes were untied. He just knelt right down, tied them up. Like, that's so sweet. Anyways, good night.
There is something, and I know it's mean, but there's something real satisfying about it. I don't know why.
I've definitely been her before. So I've been in a relationship where someone was extremely sweet, really kind, and just absolutely perfect as far as a partner. Everything you could want as far as like how they interact with you and how they treat you. And the problem was we were still incompatible though. Like we had very different outlooks on like morality, and I was a much more free and open-minded person, I feel like. And so we were never going to work out, but I also feel like my behavior in that relationship was kind of assholey, because I was triggered by his higher sense of morality, and he came from like a rich family, and I just kind of felt like, who are you to talk about this scenario, because you would never understand. And then like he would do nice things for me, and I was just kind of over it at that point, and I didn't break up with him because I'm like, this guy's a freaking catch. Like, why would I break up with him? And it's because you're incompatible. You break up with him. Yeah. So I treated him really poorly, and I've apologized to him already for that. So I've definitely been where she's been, just with a slightly different flavor.
Yeah, no, and now, granted, I've never been there because why? Like, I've never been in a situation where I've only ever dated like 2 girls. Long term, with the exception of my first girlfriend. That was only 6 months, and she sucked. But it was my first girlfriend, and I broke up with her because she was fucking crazy, and I couldn't deal with it. And which I give props to myself on, because most dudes wouldn't do that. It was like my first sexual relationship, and I didn't even care. We got 6 months in, and I couldn't take it. Like she was one of those girls that would like call me, yelling at me about if I went anywhere. There was a situation one time where I was in the car with Colton's dumb ass, and me were in the car together, and she called, and they all knew that she was crazy. So Colton just was like, oh yeah, Cody, your penis is so big, like in Colton voice, not a girl voice. Oh, okay. And she'd be like, who is that? And start freaking the fuck out and like hang up on me. And I just broke up with her ass. I couldn't deal with it. And that was 6 months in. And then like, then my next relationship that was long was my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't had the opportunity to be like, damn, I fumbled the bag, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty meticulous at like picking. I went through a lot of girls off Tinder, and none of them were up to scuff. Like there was always something where I'm like, can't live with this, can't live with this, can't live with this, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. Make sure you guys like the stream. Get the hell on it and diggity doggone it. How long we've been live? We got about at least a little over another hour left. We're almost halfway to Naked Snake. Get the hell on it, doggone it. It's Christmas Monday with the boys. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing great. I am going to play something for you guys that is a contradiction of everything you've ever heard, and it's going to be very entertaining. Here we go. So check this out right here. I want to know y'all's thoughts on this. So here's the video. Copyright. So this says, advice to my future daughter: it's not your job to build up a man. A man should already be built when he comes to you. But they're not okay with men that are 31 and established dating a 22-year-old, right? So how does this work?
So I feel like what she's saying is that you don't get in a relationship with a man and try to force him to become successful. He should already be on the path. And that's okay if that path isn't meeting like some, bar you wouldn't expect at their age, like you meet like a 22-year-old guy, you would hope that he at least has plans to learn a trade, or is like, or no, at 22, he should already be like learning a trade. Yeah. Or he should be gearing up to like finish or go to college. He should have plans and they should be in motion. Right?
Yes, but that's what you think. So that's reasonable. I think everybody can agree that's reasonable. But what she's meaning is she thinks that the man needs to be established, financially successful already. Now, the unfortunate truth is that she wouldn't be okay with a 31-year-old man. Usually, generally speaking, most of these women are like, oh, it's gross when a 31-year-old man dates a 22-year-old girl. But the 31-year-old man, on average, 95% of 31-year-old men will have their shit together more so than a 22-year-old man or a 25-year-old man. So they believe both things. That's the issue here, right? They believe both things.
I guess, yeah. I don't know, because built up could mean a lot of things. Like it can also mean like the basics, like able to cook and clean for yourself, like able to, treat someone how they deserve to be treated. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard to say. I feel like I wish there was more to that reel for us to dig into.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's definitely obviously ridiculous to expect a 22-year-old to have, his own house and, a solid career. Like obviously none of that is going to happen.
I had my own house. I just was working at GameStop as a store manager, which was kind of cool. I mean, at the time it seemed pretty legit, Daniel Robertson says, night, Chody. To drunk, stay up. The rest of the stream. What the hell, Daniel? I hope you survive. I love you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming in strong with your super chat. Appreciate you, man. Getting us crawling. We crawling, baby. We crawling. Thank you, man. Appreciate that so much. Hope you're doing well, and hope you have a Merry Christmas, Mr. Daniel Robertson.
Exactly, mad all day. Like her comment is kind of like what I was thinking.
It says most of the time when I've heard anyone IRL saying things like that, they're meaning they don't want their BF's mommy to be a mummy and a therapist. Sure. Now, I can't imagine these an attractive girl's going to date a dude that's like crying and being a lame all the time, though.
Well, no, but that's not really what men need either, right? So men usually are like repressed, have anger issues, like it's like you have to be their therapist and you have to do it in a subconscious way. Like they don't even realize they need one. It's not that they're crying all the time. It's like that they're just not emotionally mature.
Yep.
Which I know that's very heavily dependent on the guy. Plenty of guys are emotionally mature, but a lot of them also aren't.
Sure. Yeah, no, I don't disagree at all. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. We got a absolute goblin coming up next. A goblin that's going to shake the foundations of everything we believe here. One of those tops, man. It's just one of those tops. Here we go.
Okay, so I just got into my car after going on a date, right? And let me just tell you something. I don't know what the deal is with like men now, but I had told him prior that I will be having pre and post date expenses, and is that okay? And are you going to cover them? And I don't know if he wasn't listening or like what the deal was or whatever, but when I handed him the white envelope, he looked shocked, and then he opened it and it's receipts. Hello, pre post date expenses. Hello, like what kind of females do you be dating? You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
This girl's from Southern California.
Handed it to him, and he literally looked shocked at me and said, I can't cover this. It was $478 for pre and post date expenses. You asked me on a date, and mind you, we really didn't even have that good of
Oh, I don't
If
think
she
it
needs
is.
that much makeup and that much prep work to go on a date, like she should be paying him because he's not getting a good look at who she actually is. That's catfishy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So like just because you need more makeup to look appropriate and more preparation to look appropriate, I mean that's actually a negative.
No, there are girls out there that exist that are like this 100%. They're I've seen it. I've seen it.
Right.
Okay, I've seen it. They exist. I would have nothing to do with them though, but they do exist for sure, man, for sure. I'll never understand it, and it's the thing where there's a comment under this video that I saw that was funny. Where is it at? Let me see if this is the same video. Where is it at? Nope, this isn't the one. Well, at any rate, it's
That one's pretty dope. I like that.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Save that and send it to me. I want to use that all the time.
Okay. All right. At any rate, yeah, she's a nightmare. I don't even want to listen to the rest of it just because God, I can't, man. It's rough. It's a rough go of it, man. The dating world is a rough game out there, guys. It's really rough. It's rough for all your boys. Rough for all your boys. All right, here's one that you'll like. Here's one that you'll really like. I know you'll like this one. All right, here, horse puke. Google horse puke. There you go.
All right, guys, new type of man you should not date. A motherfucker who had a single mom growing up. You know why? Because they will be totally fine with watching you as their woman or potentially the mother of their child do everything. They saw their mama doing everything growing up. They're going to watch you do the same thing. They're going to expect you to do, oh, my mama could do that all by herself. You can too.
She's showing her forehead because she got a gobbler, by the way.
Stay away from men with single moms or who grew up with a single mom. Fuck out of here.
You know, there might be like a granular piece of truth in what she's saying. Like those single moms do set the bar really high as far as like being strong and, you know, taking care of business. And I don't know. Like if someone grows up with, you know, a stay-at-home mom, maybe who, you know, maybe they're a rich family and then she's a stay-at-home mom, but also they have like a housekeeper. You know, there's plenty of people like that. Like your expectations of your woman is going to be like trophy wife, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can see what she's saying, but it's stupid, but I can see what she's saying.
This right here says women, women, we can do anything men can do. Also women, the second they find a guy who expects them to do anything.
No, the second they find a man who expects them to do everything. Everything is what that should
Well,
say.
look, man, I think, and I've told you this before, I think if you're in a relationship with a man and you live together and he's the only one working.
Right. No,
like,
then you take on all of the
you do everything,
yeah,
right?
right?
Like that would make,
because like that's your job, right? So like he's going to work for 8 hours a day. You also contribute to your life together in a meaningful way for like 8 hours out of a day.
yeah.
Right. Now when people have kids and you're a stay-at-home mom and you have kids, there's some concessions that need to be made because kids are like a freaking, 16-hour a day job. There needs to be some concessions because you can't have one partner working like 8 hours a day and one working 16 hours a day. That's not fair. But, it's still primarily the stay-at-home mom's responsibility.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, but the issue is there are so many people in relationships like that where they don't have any children and the man does work like 8 to 12 hours a day and his like wife or girlfriend does not work and she's still mad at him because he doesn't do the dishes or something. And I'm like, you should be doing everything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that I do not understand.
That's insane.
And those are the types of women I feel like that take responsibility or credit for their partner's success too, because they'll say things like, well, he wouldn't be where he's at without me. So like, if that's the case, then I'm owed some of his effort. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's not a thing either. I mean, there's definitely something to be said about like how much a man can excel when he doesn't have to worry about a lot of the menial things because he can focus on what's important and be more successful. And that is the great thing about like a stay-at-home wife and like, you know, a partnership between a man and a woman in traditional roles.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you can't take any like huge meaningful credit away from their success. You can just say you helped them, you supported them. Like when a kid graduates high school, like, you know, they did the work to do that, you know, and their parents supported them. Their parents aren't up there shaking hands with the dean as their child receives their diploma.
Yeah. Holly Movie Star says, Mr. Gray, you've done well. Anna has a good take. Thank you, Holly Movie Star. I appreciate you. Anjali says, coffee dates, no makeup. See you at your worst. I probably wouldn't do that the first time, though.
What?
I wouldn't do if I was a woman. I would not go to my first date like looking like a goblin.
No. I would do whatever. I would do a little bit better than my normal day today.
Yeah.
Because like, well, first of all, you need to look like you put in effort, right? Like, because he's gonna make the assumption that this is the best you look.
Yep.
And so doing a little less than the best you can possibly look, I feel like is a fair middle ground, so that you can still impress them and wow them later.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, I know. Man, it depends. Now, there you can go the complete opposite direction. I know there are women that show up. You know, if I look at just experience from friends or mutuals, there are women who show up and look absolutely awesome, and then they never do it again. Like after they're in the relationship with their man, they're sweats and no makeup for like literally forever after that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like, come on, dude. That's equivalent. I think sweats and no makeup 24/7 is equivalent to like a man getting out of shape, never shaving his beard again, cutting his hair again, and looking like a mountain man and just letting everything else just go and fall at the wayside. And then be like, oh, you don't like me like this? Like, you expect me to do things? You know what I'm saying?
You are absolutely right. But let me devil's advocate for a small number of women too. So like a lot of women become disenfranchised with like getting dressed up because maybe their person never takes them to do anything, or like, you know, your women are not going to get dressed up to sit around the house.
Yep.
So keep that in mind, men too. Like if you guys got to go out and do things and have a life and have friends and do things if you want her to look nice. And I think a lot of men neglect that.
Well, devil's advocate even further, there are a lot of women that don't like to leave the house and they won't go do anything.
That's true. That's absolutely true in today's day and age. Like absolutely true.
Yeah, they won't leave the house. They're like, I'm not leaving the house. So yeah.
And they get into this vicious cycle too, where they're like, I look like a slob. I feel like a slob. I don't want anybody to see me being a slob. And then that just like doubles down to you. Like that's a vicious cycle.
Yep. 100%. That's the way it should be. But no, people, I just think, but you know, I go to the gym every day. I go to the gym almost 7 days a week. Sometimes I take a day off, but I go to the gym every single day. And I'm trying to keep myself in shape and tip-top shape at all times as hard as I can. Right. I will never understand people that get into a relationship and get fat as fuck immediately and then get offended when their significant other doesn't find them as sexually attractive as they used to. That is the most asinine thing that I'll never understand. You'll have a girl that was 120 pounds, 5'4" or 5'3", gets married or gets into a relationship, and then within a year she's like 210 or 220, still 5'3", and she's like, "Oh, I'm just." You mean like I don't understand like what's going on, like what, you know? I'm like, what do you mean you don't fucking understand? You stopped caring at all. You utilized everything you could to get into the relationship, and then you're like, okay, never mind, I'm not going to utilize this stuff anymore because I don't need to. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's misrepresentation. Now there's obviously wiggle room, like, you know, for example, you know, because you care about someone, you do see them with rose-colored glasses on, sure, but that only works to a certain degree, right? The rose-colored glasses are just gonna tint everything a little bit. It's not gonna like make up for, you know, 60 pounds of weight gain, right?
Yep. But hey, that's just how it be sometimes, and I'll never understand it. And then men will get trapped and they won't know how to like communicate with their wife or girlfriend. They just will be so afraid to communicate that. Bro, I'll tell you, I've told you before. I'm like, bro, if you get fucking past a certain goddamn number, like it ain't gonna work, right?
And that was like 150, which I feel like is not true, because I was like, 143 or 145, and it wasn't that bad.
That was like maximum bloat. You ate 8 pieces of pizza and drank all night, and then like hadn't taken a shit. And the next day, like you were 143.
Maybe.
Right?
I don't know. Like yeah.
Your average weight is always in the 120s. Like always. And you're kind of tall for a girl. So that's very acceptable. You look good. You have abs. Like what the fuck? Who cares? I'm just saying like there is a line. Like, and you wouldn't want me to be, the line's a little bit blurred for a man because a man can get jacked and have a gut, right? But if I got over 300 pounds, I would not expect you. If you were like, if we just like, we didn't have sex for 6 months and I'm 300 pounds, I wouldn't be like, well, I wonder why. What?
Well, maybe, I guess. Yeah.
That's silly. I don't like to expect somebody to just be attracted to you. You're supposed to be attracted to what's on the inside. What? A bunch of visceral fat?
I like Rachel 912's comment because she has a valid point as well. Some like go together. Yes, I feel like that's valid. Plenty of people, maybe they don't prioritize physical health, but I think a lot of those people also end up in like sexless, mutually agreed upon to some degree, like sexless marriages. Because after a certain point, like neither party, you're more focused on food, you're more focused on like, you know, other things, and like you don't feel sexy. I don't know. I think it's hard to say. I think there's plenty of healthy relationships where both people let go and it's just not their top priority to be in shape. And that's, if it's mutually agreed upon, it's totally fine. But I also think there's plenty of people that think like that, and then they get to that point and it negatively impacts their relationship still.
I disagree. Letting your look, we're not like watching a cartoon. This isn't a fantasy. If you're with a man, okay, and you are reasonably attractive and reasonably in shape, and you gain 100 pounds and he gains 100 pounds, at the same time, he is less sexually attracted to you, regardless of what he does, and probably vice versa.
He probably also has high estrogen from
Sure.
being overweight. So
no one's happy with this. And if you tell yourself you're happy with this, it's because you're in denial. Like no one is happy with this. There's a reason why women will watch the Marvel movie and Chris Hemsworth's shirt comes off and they cheer for it. Their husband doesn't look like that. Why are they cheering for that?
Well, that's mutually true in a lot of ways. Lots of men go to strip clubs and they're cheering on the strippers, but they still go home and love their wives. You know what I mean? Like you can still, you know, window shop and appreciate
window shop. I don't think that's the right phrase. Window shop. I'm just saying.
Window shop, it means you have no intent to buy. Like you can still look at the goods and appreciate what's out there and still also enjoy your person back home.
Here's my perspective. You need to do everything you can do reasonably, like physically, to make sure that's not an aspect that ruins everything. Okay. I'm going to stay in the best shape I can possibly be in at all times. Why?
Bullshit.
No, what? No, I do. Fuck, that's what I'm doing right now. I've been on a diet for almost 8 weeks. So,
yeah, 8 weeks.
Yeah. So I still go to the gym 6 days a week when I'm not dieting. I still do it. I'm fucking thick as hell. So you stay in shape as hard as you can. So that isn't a reason for things to have ended or things to get weird or dramatic.
Define as hard as you can. Is that a spectrum where like you're not literally killing yourself to be the best of the best? You're like doing what you can do and fit into the effort and availability you have on the day-to-day to make it a priority. Make it one of your priorities to be in shape and be attractive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You should make that a priority for your significant other.
You should make it a priority for yourself.
Of course. Yeah. Yes. But it should be for everything. It should be for your significant other, for yourself, and to keep everything intact, because
body image is one of the leading contributions to low libido in women.
What happens if you gain 100 pounds, right? And then your husband doesn't gain 100 pounds. Okay. He's still going to the gym every day. Right. And then suddenly he's on a business trip and a girl with a 6-pack who is really cool and they connect really well starts talking to him. What happens?
There's always going to be women that are more attractive than the one you have at home.
But,
There's always going to be men that are more attractive.
That's my point. That is literally my point. That being the case, why hurt yourself more? That's my point, is be the best you can be so you can try your best to thwart that situation.
All right. But the original comment was saying that they slipped together.
But what happens?
And so reasonably, if you and your significant other both get heavier, he's not going to go on a business trip and score a girl with a 6-pack.
That's even worse. So, okay, look, we slipped together. Now we're both obese, right? Let's agree we're both obese. He goes on a business trip. He's at a bar. There's a girl who's just down on her luck. She's also on the same business trip. He's the only option. They're drinking together. They connect a little bit. Is he going to have sex with that girl if he can?
I mean, I guess.
Or if his wife is
that's
like
unrealistic.
No, it's not. If his wife is ripped at home, that might thwart that decision. That's what I'm saying.
I love Matt All Day's comment. She said, "Slip together, R.I.P. the floorboards."
I'm just saying, man. Like, my point is, you should never, ever, ever, ever in your relationship think, well, that doesn't matter to us anymore. You're fucking lying, man.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody should. That is one of the caveats with becoming like letting go together. I totally agree. But I do think there is realistic expectations for most people is that you are going to grow less attractive together over time, whether that's because you gained a little bit of weight, not obese, or because that's inevitable with getting older, or you're getting older and you're becoming wrinkly and, aging together. So like there's you always have to have some sort of like fail-safe loyalty, trust, foundation built that keeps you together and keeps you from cheating on each other regardless.
Sure. And one of those factors is trying your best to be in shape and do everything you can. Like Ali Larder still looks great, right? In fucking Landman. She's like 50. She's a smoke show. Okay. Now there are women
got constant plastic surgery.
Sure. I'm just using it. You're missing the point.
Okay.
That's not the point. I'm saying she's in good shape. She's obviously trying to keep herself up to scuff. Will there be women that are smaller, younger? Sure. But she's giving herself the best opportunity she can to stay in a fighting condition, in a competitive condition. If you're fucking 25 and you're 300 pounds and you let yourself go because you got married, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're not in a competitive competition anymore. So you can't be upset when your guy, who also might be overweight, but he's charming as fuck, leaves you for a girl that's in shape. You could have controlled that, but you're like, oh no, we're in agreement that we're fat now. What the fuck do you mean we're in agreement that we're fat now?
Yeah.
That's a lie that each other is telling each other. So you don't have to worry about having no accountability for yourself. That's fucking insane to me. That is absolutely asinine. Purple Cassius says, Cody, are you just saying be the best version of yourself so it mitigates any future temptation? Yeah, and can it mitigate it? Can it guarantee it? No, it can't guarantee it. Nothing can guarantee it, but it can possibly mitigate it. That's my point, right?
That's valid.
But if Jessie was 350 pounds and she's like, I don't give a fuck, I'm fucking the hot blonde if I'm on a business trip. Ain't no question about that shit.
But nothing is that black and white, right? Like nothing is ever that black and white. We're not talking about me being 350 pounds,
Thank you, Purple Cassius. I appreciate you. Eric Caius with an orange boy. Art the Clown says 100% would let 50-year-old Ali Larder sit on my face. I would.
She sounds like oh my God, Dolly Parton. She sounds like
she
Dolly
does.
Parton.
Well, that's her voice, right?
I love it.
Okay. I read the private chat. That's fucked. Oh, I want to say it. All right. We're not going to do it, though. I'm not going to say it. That's fucked. Eric says, my wise uncle told me men's sex appeal is on the wallet. He's over 60 with girlfriends. And that is true. That is true. But if you ain't got the wallet, you better have the abs. Thank you, Eric I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. You got us to 200. We're at not 1,200. God, I'd shit my freaking pants for it at 1,200. We're at 201 out of 500 for Naked Snake for the 552nd stream in a row. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. You're goated, Eric Heist. Eric Heist with another orange boy, my jacked friend. Yes. Tug Simp says, so you're saying men are shallow, and if you ain't in peak condition, he will cheat on you. So what's the point? That is literally not what I said at all.
It does sound like what you're saying, though. That's why I was arguing so
no,
hard. That is kind of what it sounded like to me. So what you're talking about is more of a spectrum, and you're talking about like just putting in effort. right?
I love
That's
how
fair.
I love how Purple of Cassius in the chat got it immediately and even said it exactly what I'm thinking. And then other people are like, so you're just saying that it doesn't matter. And I'm like, no, it's not what I said at all. I'm saying that
You said try as hard as you can.
yes, you should always try to keep putting your best foot forward so it reduces mitigation on everyone's side. So you can't have that fallback. You can't have that reason for like, oh, well, she cheated on me because I'm fat, or vice versa. You'll never have that thought because you're like, well, I have that taken care of. Now am I poor? Did she cheat on me because I'm poor? No, I'm not poor. Therefore, it's not that reason. So you know you're covering most of your bases, and it's something out of your control is all I'm saying. It's not it's not fucking complex is all I'm saying. God, Jesus, everybody fat getting offended in the chat right now. You fat bitches. Listen, okay? I'm not saying anything about you. I'm just saying that's what you want to do, right? Because I'm just putting this out there. This goes for everyone. If you are a big lady or a big guy and you start dating an attractive person who is not on your level, you don't act surprised and pretend like you didn't understand what happened when the moment comes. Okay? If you start dating a dude that goes to the gym, he's in shape, just fucking start going with him. You need to start doing something. Even putting the effort in without extreme results helps mitigate that issue. Is all I'm saying. You could be a big ass girl and your dude's working out every day. You start going with him and just putting in the work. He will respect that and it'll go a long way. You don't have to have abs. I'm just saying you need to sitting on the fucking couch eating flaming hot Doritos. I don't go to the gym because it's boring. Like that's stupid. Like you're. Yeah, it's going to happen, bro.
Yallsbury77 said maybe his wife is super fit and he likes a little bouncy on occasion. Yeah, so that's not really, that's kind of like an aside, right? So what he's saying is that if you put in effort, you can at least say it wasn't your fault at all. And then like men are still going to have preference, right? Men are still going to be like, you know, sometimes I like, you know, tiny 4'11" women, or like sometimes I like, you know, 6 foot Amazonian women, or sometimes I want a girl with a 6-pack, and like you'll be none of those things.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and that's a thing, sure. But yeah, no. And fat's not bouncy, by the way, guys. Okay. All right. Everybody's like, oh, cushion for that's not a thing. No, there's no cushion. A girl that has a big old ass that's in really good shape that has abs, it's still squishy. I don't know why people think muscle's not squishy. I'm so sick of people that have never like rubbed up on like a ripped guy. They're like, I don't like hard. Okay. I'm like, it's not fucking hard when it's relaxed. You just have no perspective.
Well, I can't lay my head on your shoulder or your chest because it's too high in the air and it hurts my neck. So
you want me to shrink? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, like, there is something to be said about size.
No. Slosher, I was just thinking about your ass. I clicked over to see how Cecil was doing, and I typed something in the chat, and I saw Slosher. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Is that fucking Bob Dole in the chat? Oh my god, bro, what the hell? How you doing, brother? I wear that damn hoodie everywhere I go, and I forget it says "eat ass" on it every day. And
he's like walking like awkwardly like this, like
holding it. I'm like hiding the ass part. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna get arrested for the "eat ass" thing on it. Slosher, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. We are officially halfway almost to Neck of Snake. Can you believe it? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. It's the Monday Christmas show. Make sure you guys get your likes in. We're almost to 200. We're almost to 200 likes. All right, let's move on to the next one. Speaking of the devil. All the women then left the chat. They're pissed at me. How dare you? I don't like accountability. I'm mad at you. I'm not talking about you, baby. Do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, man. I'm telling you. We don't live in a fairy tale world where your guy suddenly doesn't find attractive women attractive. Okay. Like my husband don't find attractive women attractive. He told me. Can't stand this shit. God damn it. My husband loves me. Okay. I'm sure he does. He also loves fucking thin waist and fat ass. I'm just saying. All right. God. He's not human. He's an alien. He's different. All right. Here we go. Anyways, you know how many times I would look at the chat and there would be people, my husband and me, or like my wife and me. My wife would never do a thing. And I would see that motherfucker pop up 6 months later and they're like, I'm going through a divorce. I'm like,
oh my God.
You said, though. You said. I saw you in chat like 6 months ago when I used to tell my Tinder stories. You said. All right, anyways. Also, you feel more confident when you're in shape and women love confidence. Rakin's right there with me. See, Rakin understands.
Yeah. And it's important for women to feel confident in their bodies too.
Shut up, Mick. I'll ban you, Mick Stellar. You some bitch. All right. Just use me as a translator, Purple Chaos.
Got chat. Should I just always disagree with Cody so he gets really upset and anger baited? Whatever that is called.
Anger baited. I'm so anger baited right now.
Well, my brain doesn't work.
Thank you, Slosher.
Rage baited.
Rage against the dying of the light. All right, here we go. Let's look at this lady. Speaking of the devil, right?
My biggest flex is I'm 27 and I've never had a boyfriend. Like, no man on the face of this earth can call me their ex. I adore being single. Like, I think about
I'm not shocked.
all of the generations of women that have come before us who dreamed of living the life and having the freedom that I have. My biggest nightmare isn't being single for the rest of my life. It isn't dying alone. It's being trapped in a relationship with a man who I have to shrink myself for. A woman's life doesn't end with the absence of romantic love, but it does end when she has to suppress the deepest parts of her soul in order to be palatable.
That's just maximum cope. Maximum cope, bro.
Yeah. So like, sure, maybe some men are controlling and they like won't let you go out looking like a stripper or something. I don't know. I mean, like, in what ways in a healthy relationship are you not free any longer?
You know what that just reminds me of? That reminds me of when my cousin would tell me that he's like the best in the world at Mortal Kombat, and then I beat him at Mortal Kombat easily, and he's like, "I'm just not trying. I'm just not, I'm just not trying on purpose." And I'm like, "Bitch, no. The reason you were single and you never been with a dude is because you look like Hoggle from fucking Labyrinth."
And you can tell that she like has the potential to be extremely gorgeous and like grab her a man that's to her standards, because that's the whole point, right? Like, so people in this generation, they talk about like, well, let's not objectify women. It's not all about looks. It's not all about looks, but you're marketing yourself because you want to be with someone out of a certain caliber. If you want someone that looks good and is fit, you need to look good and be fit. And so like, you can tell that she just is not putting in the effort. So I don't know.
Yeah, I told Jesse when we first started hanging out, I was like, I go to the gym. So you're going to have to go to the gym with me.
That's not what happened. I said, what if I don't want to go to the gym?
I don't remember this shit. Okay.
And you said that'd be fine.
I don't remember that. No, you go to the gym with me all the time though.
Yeah.
You literally go to the gym all the time. So
yeah, but I also did make sure to preface, because I wasn't a gym girl at the time. I was, I made sure I wasn't fat. I stayed somewhat fit. I'd go on lots of hikes. I was kind of an active person, but I also didn't know if I could commit to going to the gym. So I did caveat and say, look, I might not be into this. I might not want to go to the gym.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's how it happened.
That is absolutely how it happened.
Bro, you can't even remember something from 5 minutes ago, let alone fucking 5 years ago.
That I do remember.
Okay, yeah.
I was very specific about that.
All right. Whatever you say, brother. I diggity doubt it. Thank you, Slosher, again. I appreciate you, brother. We got about halfway to Naked Snake. It looks like it will likely fall, but that's okay. It's about damn time. It's been too long. It's been 5 years, 4 years, or some shit. So I appreciate you guys. We still got a little way to go, though. So don't be hopping off yet. We got some more coming up. We got some more butter golems ready for the oh, I want to talk about this. I know why I bookmarked this. I sit up all night bookmarking shit. Okay. All right. That's what I love to do. But I bookmarked this, and I'm going to tell you why. So this is Hafthor, right? You know who Hafthor is, right?
No.
Hafthor is the guy that's like he deadlifted the most weight in the world. He was the mountain in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Hafthor. So his wife's like little.
Oh, well, I was getting ready to make a comment that she must be really tall, but then I realized she's standing like 5 feet ahead of him.
Yes.
So
yeah, so she's real little because he's like 7'2" or some shit, or 6'8" at least. He's a giant guy, right? So, but she little. Look at her. Look at her. She's a little baby.
Oh God. Well, he is huge though.
Yes. Okay. So here's why I wanted to talk about this. There was a running thing like a year ago where people were claiming Hafthor had pedophilic tendencies because his wife was shorter than he is by this margin. And I'm like, every girl is short to have to go with Hafthor. He is going to be a foot larger than almost any girl he meets ever.
Right.
Or 1.5 feet on average. 1.5 feet actually on average. And I was like, this is the most asinine thing. It was when there was a lot of progress in this area where if a 32-year-old man dated a 24-year-old girl, he had pedophilic tendencies. It was when that was like becoming a more thought thing before, for some reason when Trump got elected, all of that went in reverse, which was great.
Right.
But there was people like with 100K likes saying that half Thor had pedophilic tendencies because his wife's like 5'6". And I'm like, are you insane? You mean he can't? Basically, what you're saying is he should be celibate because he's never going to meet a girl unless she has some kind of like glandular issue that he could ever be with.
Right.
Like, that's insane. It's like when men date women that are really short. Like, there was this one girl that was on Instagram and she was like, her name's like Mountain Dew Roar or something. And she's like 4'9" or 4'10". And she did a photo shoot with like a normal tall girl that was like 5'8". And she looks real little. She looks like a little baby.
Right.
And people were saying it was like pedophilic content. And I'm like, she's in her mid-20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she's just short. Can you guys not separate this shit?
It's a gray area a little bit.
Wait, what do you mean?
So, first of all, it's unfair. Like, there's plenty of really petite women out there that do look young. And so obviously those women are fully capable of, being with a man and like they're mature, they're women, right? And so someone's got to prefer them.
Yep.
But I do think that they're more likely to end up with people that might be closet pedophiles.
Okay, you're disagreeing me just to the anger bait.
No, I'm not trying to rage bait you. I'm just saying that I think that it's possible that more of those women will find out that their partners are pedophilic later on. And I'm not saying like a huge majority. I don't think pedophilia is really that common, but.
Okay, hold on. So if you're 5'5", yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm 5'11", you're 5'5".
Right.
Okay, so I don't have pedophilic tendencies, right?
Right.
You agree? Okay,
Yes.
so but if half Thor like started dating you somehow, he would have pedophilic tendencies.
No, I'm not. So I'm not saying that in this case with half Thor at all. He is outrageously big. Like for him to have pedophilic tendencies, like he would need to, for that comment to even make any logical sense at all and still be nonsensical, he would have to be with like someone who's like 4'11", extremely petite, has no titties. You know what I mean? Like it has to be extreme.
I'll bridge a gap to you. If you purposefully seek out that one girl that's on the TLC show that looks like she's 11,
yes,
but she's like 27,
yeah.
If you purposefully do everything you can to seek out that girl, you might have a little bit of that.
Yes.
But
yeah.
I don't think it's just a short girl that means that. That's insane.
Right. No. It's like you exclusively date women who are like, if you took a picture of them, it might get flagged for child pornography online, like naked. I think there is a possibility that kink is related to pedophilia.
Yeah, maybe there is a tendency there, but
I'm not trying to say that it's like always the case. I mean, everybody is welcome to their preferences, and some people just prefer petite women and smaller boobs and all that jazz. Yeah,
I love small boobies.
Right, and they would never be into children. Right, because like that involves like a whole other ball game where you're talking
because I'm into fat asses.
You're talking about mindset, and you're talking about like juvenile thinking
100%.
And control, and like there's a whole menagerie of things involved with that. I'm just saying that if I was a 4'11" girl with no assets, I would worry. Like I would have that back in the back of my brain. I would kind of worry that that was an issue with somebody if they were so jazzed about how I looked like a 12-year-old. That's all I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
And it's unfair. It is unfair. I'm not saying
you didn't present it well enough at first, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the first red boy of the night. It's a Canadian red boy, but it's a red boy nonetheless. Slosher, welcome back. He's back, boys. My man, dude. Thank you. He just said rainbows. Thank you so much, my man. I love you. I appreciate you. You got us 200 from Naked Snake. Hot diggity damn. The Canadians are leading the way tonight. Thank you so much. The Canadians and the Mexicans. Irikias. What is it about? Why people not like me anymore? Is it because I called women fat earlier? Is that what it is? God, thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, all I got, the only people that look at Chad, black guy. Like, you see what happened to all my white guys. Slosher might be a white guy, but he's Canadian though, so it doesn't count. Thank you, Slosher. Appreciate you, man.
He's not white, he's Canadian.
Yes, that Canadian supremacy. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being so loving and so caring for us trailer park men. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's crazy, man, that I'm looking at my Facebook feed. Because I have Facebook pulled up all the time now because my Facebook has been going viral, like my Reels Facebook. So if you guys don't know, I started a Reels Facebook as an experiment alongside my YouTube Shorts. My YouTube Shorts are dead as a door now. Sometimes they pop off to 7,000 views. Most of the time it's like 100. The Reels on Facebook, I have two that are one that's about to hit 1 million, another one that's about to hit 2 million, and one that's about to hit 100K that I just put up in views. I'm going to have 2 million views in like 7 days on Facebook. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Facebook is insane. Pretty cool, man. It's been making me feel real good about myself. You know, even if it doesn't really pay that much. I mean, it pays all right, but it's definitely not anything substantial. But it is pretty cool to see. So thank you again, Slosher. I appreciate you. We're now 200 away. Almost threw up. Let me let's move on to the next one. This one's I need your opinion on this one because I need to know. I picked a lot of the ones I'm like, I want to know what you're going to think about this. So here we go. Look at this lady.
I can't hear anything.
There's no audio. So this is what this lady looks like.
She looks methy.
And this is her with her dentures and her makeup on. Is that okay? If she took a dude home looking like, because this looks pretty good other than her weird like dangly eye. This looks pretty good, right? You're gonna go home, you're gonna fill her full of your baby gravy, and then you're gonna wake up next to this. What do you think? Should you disclose this?
I think she should disclose. Well, that's hard. That's such a awkward. I think she needs to move slow when she goes on dates. She needs to go on a date and not take some guy home and bang him. Yeah. She needs to like go on a second date at least, and then maybe mention that, just so you know, like I have no upper teeth, I have dentures. You know, something happened, and then that's another great point. Why does she not have upper teeth? Because like if it's because she used to smoke meth or do drugs, then that is something that, you know, someone kind of needs to know too. And I feel like it's such a hard thing to say, but like first of all, how does that come up? It goes back to like trans women, I think too. Like, so trans women have to disclose, and that's a really hard conversation.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
Well, they, you know,
they should. Yeah, but they don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
This is some catfish right here.
Yeah, that's rough.
No, I mean a guy would probably be okay with this. No, like
yeah,
but it's if you're going out, a Chadley might date you if you look like this. But if he comes home to this, things are gonna change real fast.
Yeah, she better wear those dentures.
She looks like fucking Gollum, bro, without the dentures.
Yeah, because like so the bad thing about that is because she has dentures at such a young age, your face, like your bone structure and your face will continue to erode over time, and you will continue to develop that kind of like scrunched in face situation. And so the longevity of her being able to present that pretty face has actually got like a time limit on it. So
yeah, that's why those guys in those other countries that have never had teeth can like flop their jaw above their like fucking forehead and shit. Yeah, it's just flop, man. I just deleted something on I deleted something just now on the banners, and I don't know what it was, so it's just gone.
Hopefully it wasn't really good.
Cat Girl Futalali 69 says, "Don't let the flame die out." What the hell does that mean?
She doesn't think we're gonna make the snake streak.
I don't think that's what that means. I don't think that's what I mean. Thank you, Cat Girl Futalali. Cat Girl Futalali. Appreciate you. Probably has a different name that I'm used to. Thank you, Cat Girl Futalali. I appreciate you for your orange boy. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you. Fucking Art said something in the chat earlier and it like killed me and I forgot what it was. It was the song from All Dogs Go to Heaven, but it was something else. I can't remember what it was. God, I read it and I was like, fuck. But it's gone now. Thank you, Cat Girl. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. All right. If her gum game is strong, it probably would be.
It's like would, but like would not marry, right?
I don't know, man. If you've been through the bowels of meth, I mean, you're probably gonna have like all the herps. You're gonna have all the herps, bro.
Possibly.
Yeah, it'd be hard. Thank you, Ollie Movie Star. Appreciate you. Thank you, Cat Girl, Foodally Lolly. Appreciate you.
McSeller said that her name is a search result and a half.
It is, yeah. Fuda Lolly. Yeah. Don't search it.
Why?
Don't search it.
I'm doing it.
No.
Why?
Don't. Just saying. Don't Google it.
Why not?
It's not. It's not like I'm not being funny. Like I'm just saying. Don't Google Lolly.
Don't. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't feel like the FBI fucking like looking at me right now.
Oh. Okay.
I'm guessing you Googled it.
No, I didn't. But
yeah.
I am curious now.
It's what everybody claimed that fucking redo of Hitler was. It's not, but everybody was claiming it was back when they were trying to cancel me.
Reagan says it's something else.
Well, food is different. It's a bunch of things. Is why he said it's anyways, God,
Okay.
Jesus, fuck.
All right.
You bitches.
Matt all day says I don't want to see it, but she's wrong. Morbid curiosity.
No, she probably knows. 170 to Negative Snake. Let's move on to the next one. Fucking trying to get me canceled all the time. I'm tired of it. Tired of y'all. God. Thank you. Appreciate you, God. All right, let's continue. Here we go. So this one's interesting. This is kind of satisfying. I don't know how I feel about it though. It's hard to say. It means grateful for life, Richard says. Yeah, okay. So it's time for some road rage. Why don't you in this dude's window? And now she's about to see equality.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Lillian Jones got knocked the fuck out!
Oh my God.
Oh shit! Oh my!
What did you think was gonna happen? When is one of these moms gonna tell their daughter to not try to fist fight men? You're gonna get your ass dropped. That dude was 130 pounds soaking wet and dropped her ass immediately.
Yeah. So it's really unfair that there's like a double standard about like what you can do in a situation when a female is like being violent towards you. Like I think if they're just actively freaking like if they would punch you in the face, I don't know. I feel like you kind of I don't know. I don't like men hitting women, but there's some scenarios where I'm just like, what else are you gonna do?
I'm right there with you. I don't like when men hit women almost ever.
Right.
But like, okay, so if a small little goofy girl you at a club and she's like slapping at you, I'm like, calm down.
If you would like murder her with your punch, right? Like,
right. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, calm down. Somebody get your girl off me, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna attack this girl. But if a girl walks up to me and starts like fucking fisting, like punching me as hard as she could, it's gonna get to a couple of punches before my little twig snaps, and I'm gonna hit her once, and it's gonna be over.
But see, and it's really unfair for men too because it's dangerous.
Yeah, because you might kill her.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it's really an unfair situation.
Yeah. Chai T says there's a difference between the lolly and the lolicon. Lolicon, shottycon is bad. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you, Chai T, for clearing that up, for bringing it up again. For all the chat to go Google it and everybody gets arrested. Y'all going to prison today, boys. I mean, it's not illegal, but still, it's.
To be fair, he waited until she raised her fist again to punch her. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
He was coming at her and she was backing away, and then she raised her arm like this, and he punched her.
Well, what these goofy girls don't realize is this dude's he's gonna be 4 to 5 times stronger than you, and he's gonna be 3 times quicker than you. Like his punch is like a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
You're done. Like stop fighting men.
Yeah.
It's never going to work out well unless you're like, the only time it could ever maybe work out well is if you're Ronda Rousey in her prime at 160, 170 pounds, you're 5'10" or whatever, or 5'9", and you are hyper trained. And then it's this guy that's skinny. That's the only time it might work. And if the guy has any weight on him, he's going to still kill you. Like, so there's no situation. Like, what people don't understand is you've been training chest, like bench press, for years, and you're plateauing at like a plate. Right. It's really hard for you to get past the plate. I have been training chest for years, and I can do 4 plates.
Right.
I can do 405 pounds, and our training regimen is similar in similar years, but I can do 4 times the weight. That's how fighting is as well.
Right.
But also, you've been training for years. Imagine a girl that's never done bench in her life.
Right.
She can't even do 20 pounds. A guy can walk into the gym if he's relatively normal and bench a plate without ever training before.
Right.
That means he's like 50 times stronger than you now.
And bone density. Like,
yeah,
just
dude.
Bone density alone. Like, you have, so force is mass times acceleration. So your acceleration comes from, you know, your strength to propel your fist forward, but mass is like the multiplying factor. So like, men have much greater bone density than women. Their bones weigh more. It's like if a woman punched you with, like, you know, what do they call those?
Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles. Maybe that would be similar.
Yep. Irakaya says men should learn to box so they know how much force to use. That is true, man. That is true, because you might overdo it a little.
Yeah. You
might overdo it and you might kill somebody. And or vice versa, you might not know how to throw a punch and you will get your ass kicked. I've seen that before. Boogie was a good example of that in his boxing match. He just like flopped his arms like up and didn't do it, and Wings killed his ass.
I like that person that's just like walking by and ignoring the whole situation.
I'd have been like, hell yeah, this looks good. This is fun. Thank you, Eric Haas. I appreciate you, brother. We love you, man. We appreciate you. You are the GOAT. Tristan, what's up, buddy? What a go, boy. Says, sup, beaches? Cody, you announced your 26 NASCAR plans? No, sir. Thank you, Tristan. I appreciate you, brother. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well, and I miss you. I'm glad you're here, Tristan. Thank you so much for working towards the snook. We're 140 away. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's continue. Where's my next one? This is why I bookmark stuff, so we can talk about shit, because I got so much shit to talk about. Let's see. Oh no, we got to Mark Hamill. Fuck. See, this is crazy. I'll be like, damn, I bookmark 100 things, and then we'll fucking stream, and I get to the last one, and I'm like, how did this happen? I don't think I looked at 100 of these. I guess it just seems like 100. Oh man. I think their siblings. Looks like he probably threw her back out the window. I would never punch my sister in the face because it would kill her. It would kill myself. If I punched my sister's face, she'd die immediately.
Yeah, I don't think my brother would go that far. We fought a lot as kids, and I had the unfair advantage of being the smaller sister that I took advantage of, and it was pretty bad. I was pretty awful to him because he couldn't just deck me, right? Like, he couldn't just punch me, and he never would.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that.
I mean, like, he would Charlie horse the hell out of my leg, but you know, he put me in the figure 4, but like, he wouldn't punch me in the face.
Yeah, 100%. It's weird. Does Facebook have a chat? Because there's people in the comment section chatting, but they never popped up in the. That's so weird, man. I just don't know. I know how reels work. I don't know how anything else works yet. I'm still trying to learn, boys. I'm still trying to learn it. It's hard. It's a hard thing to learn. But the reels have been so fun. Because they are just, every time I refresh, it's like 100,000 more views. It's wild. It's like when I first did YouTube, when I first started on YouTube. And now YouTube's completely different, and it's like Facebook is the new YouTube. Even my cry video did well, and it's a long form video. It's not even a reel.
Purple of Cassius. Oh, pull that comment up. I got a story, and then you can find another video.
My mom only stopped beating me when I retaliated at 14 when I was her height.
Yes. So I remember I was 15 years old, and a lot of my friends had their license. And so my mom would not drive me anywhere to go do things, but she also wouldn't let my friends come pick me up. She wanted their parents to come pick me up. But like, if your kid has their license, you're not going to go pick up their little friends for them anymore. So I was really, really frustrated, and I was throwing an absolute temper tantrum, being an absolute nightmare. And my mom comes in with the belt. Right. And so, like, you know, she hasn't used the belt on me in years because I'm older at this point. I'm usually not a trouble. And she walks in with the belt, and I had that like aha moment where I was just like, wait a second, I'm like a foot taller. And I'm not proud of that, but I like grabbed the belt from her and like threw it, and then I punched the wall and broke my hand. And
Oh my God.
I'm an idiot.
What the fuck?
I was a 15-year-old girl, dude. I was stupid.
Why haven't I
okay?
not heard this? I punched the wall and broke my hand. I don't remember this part.
I've shown you my broken hand. All
I
the
don't
time. It's got,
remember
like
the-
a lump, like this lump, and then the knuckles all weird.
I remember you saying you broke your hand. I don't remember you saying it was because you were fighting with your mom and you punched the wall and broke your hand like a psycho.
Yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, it was stupid. But yeah, I totally get that. Like you get to that point, like that age where you're just like, wait a second, I don't have to deal with this anymore. I could just like get out of it.
That's wild, man. No, it's still my dad when he throttled me, it's still rough. It was still rough. Because my dad was
Dad strength.
my dad's a
yeah.
gorilla. My dad could beat my ass today, like with a belt in it. I'd probably sob. Ah! He's like a little gorilla. He's like really tight and condensed and dense. He's like a monster. He still beat me. I can beat him in arm wrestling though. Maybe not now after my cut, but I could.
Yeah.
I used to could. And he doesn't even work out. He's just a fucking monster. He's just one of those guys. All right, let's pull this one up. No, daddy, please. No, no, daddy, please don't. All right, we're 140 from Naked Snake Boys. We have a little bit of time left before we log off as I turn Cecil maxed out. All right, let's see. There's a video of Cecil on my Facebook that's going to hit 1 million views like tonight. And I'm like, hi, Cecil. I got 1 million views from your ass.
He's gonna go copyright strike it.
Literally, it's just Cecil talking. The whole video is just Cecil being like, hey, we took out the 5 cities. We go from 4th to like 185th in gun violence. And then it goes off. And it's like almost 1 million views right now. And people are so pissed. I lost like 100 followers on Instagram. Now, I gained like 500 on Facebook. But I lost 100 on Instagram. Instagram's way more left than anything. Facebook is kind of like X, where I'll see a lot of cringe ass like SJW comments, and then I'll see also a lot of cringe ass like super MAGA goofy comments, just like X. But Instagram and Threads are overwhelmingly like cringe ass like, we should give 9-year-olds hormones. It saves them. Every post. I'm like, fuck off, bro. What's up, T-Mac? How you doing, buddy? All right. Let's look at this. This one's funny because of how nonchalant it is. So this lady gets her hair done, pretends she's on the phone, and just walks out without punching.
That's very rude. Excuse me.
She's like, I'm out.
Okay, Mama, it's gonna be 55 and 40 for haircut. Excuse me.
Yep, he just ran.
Oh my God.
Just left a damn building.
Do you think that I'm gonna make a? Do you really think that I'm gonna do job free?
I mean, like it worked though, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, no, she's on camera, bro.
That's true.
She's on camera, bro. I tell you what, man. Tislor says if your Instagram algo isn't racist, you're not trying enough. My Instagram I don't have an algorithm on Instagram. I don't scroll Instagram because Instagram is like too cringe for me. Like there was one fucking time where it was this like a hot girl and she's like had some abs and I'm like, oh damn, what's up, girl? And she's like dancing a little. I'm like, oh, and I let it play like once or like 1.5 times. And for 6 months, my feed was just girls cosplaying and I couldn't get it to go away. I was like, why can't it go away? And so I just stopped using it. And I started using Facebook. And then Facebook, I can watch like one reel and then it will give me like more immediately. It's like we're exploring ancient catacombs. And I'm like, oh, based. And I'll watch like the whole minute reel of them going through the bones and shit. And then literally the next 5 are them exploring. It's so great. It even happened on Facebook. It was a girl dancing. And I was like, oh, damn, what's up, girl? And I let it play all the way through and I scrolled and it didn't give me another one for like a month. Facebook just has, and it's weird because there's the same company.
Yeah. Facebook's algorithm for reels is like peak in my opinion.
Boomer. Yeah, whatever.
You missing a super chat.
I sees it. It says Cat Girl Foodalolly Lolly 69 with $100 super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. For all the love with the red boy. Thank you. for getting us to that. I think we're there. Oh no, we're almost there. We're close. We're very, very close. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for all the love and all the support tonight, for going hard as hell and giving your boy some cuddliness. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Cat Girl Foodie Lolly. Stop making me say the name. Damn you. All right. Hold on. I closed my window. Fuck. MRT Fortune, another great stream. Thanks for the laugh. Thank you, MRT. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, MRT. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Another great stream. Thanks for the laughs. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. All right. Here we go. All right. That's the last fucking video. God damn. I can't believe we went through all of them. We went through all these bastards. How does this happen so fast? It's crazy to me. I work so hard on bookmarking stuff, and then I just I skipped this one last stream. We got to do this one. Yeah, thank God. I skipped a bunch of them last stream because I wanted to get to get to a certain thing. And yeah. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. Let's pull it up. I watched it the other day and it's brutal. It's always at a damn football game or something too. That's why you don't like people be drinking at a damn football game and they'll just start attacking people. So here we go.
You say you slap me, nigga. White boy, come on, white boy. Come slap me, white boy. Come on. You white boy screaming, nigga. They slap me, man.
It's so quiet. I'm so confused.
I think this guy's a little ghetto though, so that he says that. I don't know.
So he doesn't identify as white. I
don't know, man.
Confused.
No, I have a cousin like this that's like super. He's been to prison a lot, and he talks just like this. So, but he's like the whitest dude on the planet. He's like a ginger too.
That's like if I called someone a blue-eyed bitch. Like,
yeah, it is. It's a weird dynamic, but it's a thing. This guy's a psycho. Oh, got him. That dude fell down the bleachers after he hit him. He's coming back.
He doesn't understand how physics work.
He's coming back for him. Oh, gone. That was clean. That was clean. Watch this. He knocked him out right there. What? Come on.
I did not expect that to happen. The other guy looked so much more jacked.
Well, he's done now. He's done now. Rest in peace. That's why you just don't fight, man. Look, dude, there's situations to where I'll fight, okay? But it's very rare. Very, very rare. And it has to be a perfect storm. But I'm not just gonna fight a random dude in a crowd. That's insane.
Yeah.
And especially not if he's gonna beat my ass like that guy just beat that guy's ass.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, God. It's like when you're at a weigh-in for a fight and the one guy is at the weigh-in acting a fool and then gets his ass kicked the next day. And you're like, well, bro, why you were like flexing and being lame as hell. Yep. Yep. All right, here we go. Thank you, MRT. Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm not going to say the name again because it's we need to change the name. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the final pink boy. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm done with it. How do you even have the name without getting banned? You know? I don't know how that works. All right. That's okay. Now I can finally do the math because there's like an even number at the end of it. I've been struggling for hours, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Get the hell on it, dig you doggone it. Thank you. All right. YouTube won't let us change our names anymore. Yeah, they finally got to it. They finally got to the point where like everybody's a slave now to your @ which I don't really understand the point of it. I guess it was better for the algorithm to be able to search it. I don't know. I don't get it. But at any rate, it's fine. Yep, I'm fine. But thank you. Appreciate you. Here we go. All right. Let us talk a little bit more, and then we're gonna hop the hell off here. Oh, look what Cecil's watching. The same reel that I was watching earlier, the EBT lady.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. He's watching the same reel. Oh my god, what a goober. All right. At any rate, appreciate you guys. Their name was Fat Girl Florida. You can change your @ Can you change your @ I don't think you can. I'll change it. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. All right. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Love you. I'm gonna get the hell off here. What time we start? 9:05. Oh yeah, we're at 2.5. That's about right. Let me set up a raid path here. I appreciate you guys. We had 230, 250 people at peak. I appreciate you. It's like I'm like the algorithm's real weird right now, and it's like I'm rebuilding an audience. It's very strange. It's been fun as fuck. These have been the funnest streams I've done in a long time. It's been nice. I've been enjoying it, but you know, it's like building a new algorithm. Something weird happened in August and it changed everything. So I think everybody's kind of doing that right now. Cecil's doing it the best, I think. Probably because he streams 24/7. I don't know how he does that shit. I would fucking jump into a volcano, an active one. Mount St. Helens, brother. I'd be right in that bitch. Right in it. All right. We'll get Smash. We'll get some Mr. Smash, JT. I appreciate you. Thank you, Chad Amsler. I appreciate you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Michael OPT, I need to watch Elf. I don't like that movie. I don't like, what's his name? Will Ferrell. I don't like him.
I don't know. I like it. I think it's funny.
Something about his face. I don't like him. I like him in Step Brothers. But that's the only thing. Something about him. He's kind of like the same exact character in every single movie. Like every single movie, right? So at any rate. But, you know, it's not my preferred. I like Home Alone. I haven't watched Home Alone yet. I like Home Alone a lot. I think it's like the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like the ultimate Christmas movies.
Yeah. You know what Will Ferrell's good in? Gone Girl. Gone Girl. Will Ferrell's good in Vice Principals. Is he in he's in Vice Principals? No, he's in Eastbound and Down. Where it's Kenny Powers.
Yes.
Baseball player. He's in that. He's like a used car salesman or something. He's great in that. Probably because he doesn't look like Will Ferrell. He's wearing shades and a giant wig. So, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Stranger Than Fiction was good work. Stranger Than Fiction was good because it was Will Ferrell not being Will Ferrell. That was pretty much the only good thing about it. Right? So at any rate. Oh man. In channel customization, it says choose your unique handle by adding letters and numbers. You can change your handle back within 14 days. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. 5 likes until 200, you sweet boys. Make sure you spam that like button. There we go. Make sure you spam the hell out of that like button. We going hard as hell, boys. We're going hard as hell. All right. Sounds good. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, I'm going to do Naked Snake and hop off here. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love and your support. You guys have been goated as hell. Thank you. I'll be back. I should be back every day this week. I'm going to see how things play out. We'll see what happens. If I keep getting hit with chargebacks, I probably won't because there's no point. Because it's just like, if it's like yesterday where I'm basically paying to stream, I just can't do it anymore. I'll have to just move to a different platform or go to Facebook or something. But I'm having a lot of fun. It's a shame, really. It's kind of a shame. These have been like some of the most enjoyable streams because I, have somebody to talk to, have some stuff. So I really enjoy that. But I don't like, it's getting to the point where I'm literally paying money to stream, and that's not going to be lucrative. So I'll just have to stop doing it and just do something else. But as of right now, it's all good. Yesterday killed my ass though. Yesterday was rough. I was excited to refresh my feed and see my earnings because I was I don't stream usually on Sundays, so this is going to be a bump. And I refreshed my earnings and they went down, and I almost passed out. It was rough, man. It was rough. So at any rate, we'll see how tomorrow goes, and I'll see what happens. So Anyways, appreciate you. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate you. You would think Gabriel, but it's just not the name of the game, man. It's just not the name of the game, brother. Bane of the Shields, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Let me do Naked Snake, and then I'm gonna get the hell off here. I'm gonna eat me some egg whites. I'm excited. It's been freaking. I haven't eaten today, so. Richard says, "How many chargebacks are you getting? Can you block people?" Well, YouTube won't tell me. So I've been trying to get YouTube to be like, "Hey, can you just block the accounts charging back, please?" And YouTube won't do that. They won't even tell me. They won't even answer me anymore. YouTube in their last email to me said they will no longer reply to me. So I was like, can you believe just block the account, please, for the love of God? Because I'm going to lose everything. And they don't care at all. So there's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? So like, that was my point. So like, Billy's been a large super chatter for a long time, which is great. But I'm like, hey, like, can you stop? Because I need to look. I need to look at the numbers and the data and see what the fuck's going on, so I can try to fix this, right? Because it's getting to the point, and it's not a woe is me thing. It's not like the point is like, even if I'm making $250 or $300 on a stream, that's fine, man. Okay. But when chargebacks happen, it's not just the super chat. A lot of people don't understand this. If somebody charges back $100 super chat, by the way, you don't lose $100. The creator doesn't lose $100. The creator loses $100, then is charged a chargeback fee from the bank, which can be up to an extra $100. So a $100 super chat getting charged back can be $200 negative, right? So it's getting to the point, and that this is like a new YouTube policy where it's almost getting to a point where I have to be very wary when people are sending large super chats unless I know them. That's kind of where it is now. I know Slosher, right? You know, but if you start just getting like big super chats from people you don't know, like, you have to be really wary, because trolls are going to find out about this. They're going to find out very fast that they can start super chatting small creators and then double charging the chargeback fee and literally bankrupting all of them. And there's nothing they can do about it. I've contacted YouTube 10 times about it, and they finally got to the point where they just said, we're no longer going to, they actually said in an email, we will no longer reply to you anymore. So it just depends, man. So you're going to start seeing this more and more, where your creators you may watch are going to start getting hit with this. The trolls that don't like them will start donating $100 and charging it back 10 seconds later. And the creator will now owe $150 to $200. And they can just do it 5 times a show to a creator and charge the creator like 10 grand a month. The creator will go bankrupt. There's no way to stop it. YouTube does not give a flying fuck. They do not care. They do not acknowledge it, and they could give 2 fucking shits. So you're going to see this, and it's only going to happen to small streamers, because you can't bankrupt Mr. Beast, right? It'll only be small streamers like me who depend on YouTube for my mortgage, which I can't pay anymore. I haven't been able to pay my mortgage because I just can't. Like, I used to make almost triple my mortgage, which is like where you should be. I don't anymore, because these chargebacks have dropped my income by like 70%. So I can't do anything. It's fucking crazy. It's terrifying. So it's how it is now. It's how it is. Richard says, can you turn off super chats via PayPal? People can charge back to 160 days. So it would be like 6 months from now where I wouldn't know. I would know or not know. Right? So, yeah, it's life, man. It's life. So, but no, that was yesterday. Yesterday really killed me. It killed my entire motivation, because I was like, oh, I'm going to get a little bump today. It's going to be nice. And it was just negative. And I was like, oh my fucking, I can't believe this anymore. So, nothing I can do about it. So, we'll see. We'll see. You know. Well, it's not. Well, if your super chat goes through, Chai T, I don't get charged a chargeback fee. It doesn't matter. But what I'm talking about is people like super chatting and intentionally going into their bank app and challenging the fee and getting it reversed. YouTube approves them 100% across the board for any reason. They did not used to do that. YouTube used to not approve chargebacks for super chats unless they were proven fraud. They do not do that anymore. YouTube has a new policy where they allow 100% of chargebacks across the board, no matter what. So you're going to see, if you see creators getting a lot of super chats in the future, there might be a plan behind that. And I'll tell you a situation. Okay. Smash JT has a lot of people that hates him, right? We can agree. Somebody could donate $100 to Smash JT once a stream for the next 3 months and say nothing. And they could charge it all back on the same day. And it would charge Smash JT like $20,000. And if he does not have $20,000 in his savings, he's ruined. He's bankrupt. Any troll can do this at any time. There's no guardrail for it. YouTube does not have a guardrail for it. And they won't even let you know. They won't even tell you. They will give you zero information. They won't let you know who's charging it back. Because I'm like, let me know who is charging back and when so I can ban them. I asked YouTube this. I was like, I need to know who is charging back and I need to know like when so I can ban them. And then I need to ask YouTube to IP ban them forever. And YouTube literally said, we can't give you that information. We don't have that information. That's out of our purview. And I'm like, well. So my biggest 2 months of the year is November and December. And they are my lowest revenued months of the year right now. By a fucking mile. There's nothing I can do about it. But if you look at the super chat numbers, I should have got about 11 grand on November. I got like 4,200. And this month, I should almost be at 9 grand already. I'm at 4,100, which isn't even enough to pay my mortgage. It's getting pretty rough out here in the wild. So an attorney can subpoena that information from YouTube. Already done that, Art. Already did that. So I already have the information for that has already been subpoenaed. So I'll know exactly when the chargebacks happened, who did the chargebacks, and when they're occurring. Okay, because all I know is the first ones. That's the only ones I have information on. Right? Any subsequent chargeback, I subpoenaed the information for through a lawyer. I did that like 2 weeks ago, and YouTube immediately responded within 10 minutes. They won't respond to my emails, but when I got a lawyer involved and subpoenaed, I forget the name of it's called something, what they sent. But YouTube's literally responded within 10 minutes, and they said they would be providing all the information. So we'll see. We'll see. But also, like, there is no guardrails. So you can, any troll at any point could just make another account and just keep doing it. There's no way to stop it. The only way you could stop it is if YouTube did not approve chargebacks anymore. It's the only way they could stop it. Because a troll will get tired after a little while. Yeah, YouTube's probably going to have to eat a couple $100, but the troll will get tired if it's not affecting the creator. But if a troll knows it's affecting the creator, they will do it in perpetuity forever. Forever. So, anyways, you get it. You get it. You guys understand now. But at any rate, yeah. I don't have... People are like, sue them. I don't have the funds for that. So you'd have to turn off super chats. That will probably be what I have to do moving forward, I think. It depends. It depends on how it plays out, but I will definitely have to turn off super chats forever. Because it's getting to the point where it's just costs money to stream now. And it doesn't work this way for anybody else. This is only happening to me right now. This happens to no one else but me. And it's like literally ruining my life. It is completely destroying everything that I've ever built. There's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. So I tried though. I've tried everything. Nothing I can do. So nothing I can do. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah. Oh. So, do you have any racing shirts or hats? I do on my store. It should be in the description. Yeah. Well, at least we're in this together, Chai T. At least we're in this together. I appreciate you guys. And it sucks too because I brought Jesse on and we've had a lot of fun. And I've always kind of thought about bringing PDH onto the show and us having like a kind of a joint thing. And it just sucks that this is all happening and like kind of ending everything before I could even get the new stuff off the ground. It's working for Facebook a lot. It's going really well on Facebook, but Facebook is all reels. There is no like the stream on Facebook gets 0 viewers or 1 viewer. My reels get millions of views, but that doesn't pay anything. So it'll happen to Jeremy, Gary, and the rest of them. And it's not a matter of if it's in. It sure is. Yeah, it is. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing you can do. It will start happening to everybody, and then eventually YouTube will finally step in. But I'll already be gone by then. It won't matter for me because I'm not like those guys. You know, Gary and them. They have like hundreds of thousands of dollars in their savings account. Likely, I don't. So yeah, it's gonna kick my ass, unfortunately. But that's life. People are saying sell merch, bro. It doesn't work like that. You sell a t-shirt, you make like $4 profit. I sell like 1 t-shirt every like 6 months. My mortgage is not $6. The only monetization that is even remotely possible for like actually doing a career in streaming is super chats on YouTube. That is the only thing that exists. And now that that's kind of gone because people can just send $100 and charge it back, it's over. It's fucking gone. It's over. So I'm still trying. Look, I'm here. I'm trying. I'm having great shows. I'm enjoying the shows. But if I like wake up tomorrow and I have another negative day, I don't know if I'm coming back Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't think I can because I'm literally going. I literally can't. I can't come back anymore because it's cost money to stream now. Because like I said, $100 on a chargeback, it's like $200 total. So nothing you can do, man. So anyways, we'll see what happens. I'll look tomorrow and see how it works out. But I suspect tomorrow is going to be a big negative day too. Just have that feeling. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, Ko-Fi is better. I don't even know what that is, man. I hear people talking about it all the way. Thank you, Artist Sphinx. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, Junebug. Thank you. Go back to more vids, Michael OPTV. I don't think you, do you do content creation, man? I think you do, right? My biggest month ever on YouTube in videos was like $2.7 million. You know how much that pays? Or 2.7 million like views. You know how much that pays? Less than half of what I make in a month on Super Chats. And that's if you have the best month of your career on YouTube. It's not lucrative, man. It's not how that works. I wish it did, but it's not. You would have to get like 10 million views per month or 8 million views per month consistently every month to do it for a career. That's why I say when Super Chats came and they happened, it made it to where small creators could do YouTube as a career because people wanted to support their favorite small creators without AdSense. So, yeah. Holly says, if you think they're fraudulent chargebacks, have you disputed them with the bank? They never hit my bank. It's YouTube earnings. It comes out of the YouTube earnings before I'm paid out. Ko-Fi is another tipping service you keep more of. Okay, thank you, Chatty. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. They go directly into Google and they dock my pay before it gets sent to me. So, yeah, you can't do YouTube as an actual like career. If you don't get millions of, you have to be one of the biggest YouTubers in the world to actually do it for a career off AdSense. So you can't do that anymore. That's why there's so many small streamers on YouTube, is because you can do it with super chats. But now that people are charging back super chats intentionally to destroy creators, that's gone now. And it's this you're seeing something that's going to be very prevalent in the future that you've never seen before. Like this has happened before to some people, but this has never happened on a scale like this. There's been people that had like $20 charged back before, or $30 charged back, like in the last 5 years. I've had like $7,000 in the last month charged back. And so you're going to start seeing this on all the channels you watch that are like under 1,000 concurrent. You will see this on every channels coming forward. People are going to start super chatting and charging it back immediately and bankrupting creators. Like, and there's just no way to stop it. And YouTube, they don't care. Like, it could happen to Moist Critical and YouTube and probably wouldn't change anything. They don't care. I've talked to YouTube 100 times about it, and they just say, well, it looks like it's chargebacks. And I'm like, well, how do I prevent this? And they're like, well, you don't. And I'm like, okay, so somebody can just send me $100 super chat and charge back, and I get charged $150. And they're like, yep. And I'm like, what? So nothing you can do, man. Is it people with no funds or people that cancel payment? It's a chargeback. So they spend $100 and then they go into their bank and they hit contest purchase, and then their bank reverses the purchase. So they get the money back immediately. And then YouTube charges me the entire super chat plus, depending on the bank, $50 to $100 extra. Right? So for example, if 5 trolls got together and they were like, dude, let's destroy this creator, like overnight, they could come into my chat, donate $500 a piece, like 5 guys, $2,500, charge it all back. And then the next day I would get a negative like $8,000 day. And I would lose everything. That could happen tomorrow. YouTube would you can't prevent it. Right? And the reason it's so insane is because YouTube, no one has discovered this yet in a big way. And YouTube hasn't had it. So YouTube used to not allow super chargebacks. YouTube used to require evidence in document form of fraud before they accepted a chargeback. Now they allow all of them across the board. They allow all super chats now, or all chargebacks now. I guess they were getting hit with too much stuff. I don't know. You must super chat. Yeah, that will be, if I get more negative days going forward, I'll just turn off super chats. So that there won't be anything else I can do. I don't know how that would play out though. I don't even know how that would remotely play out. I guess we'll find out. Because from my experience, people don't utilize the other, they don't utilize the other stuff. So, but we'll see. All right, anyways. All right. They should still require evidence fraud. They don't. That sucks. Art the Clown says banks have a division called loss prevention that will eventually catch the chargebacks and debank the person who did it, but it doesn't happen instantly. Well, they fucking need to it needs to happen. But at any rate, guys, forgive me, man. I talking about all this and the possibilities of the future has got me in a bummed ass mood. I don't really care to do Naked Snake and like fake it. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's all right with y'all. It's just I've gotten it. It sucks because if none of these chargebacks would be happening, I would have the second biggest month of my like 2-year period. I would have the second biggest month of in the last 2 years, like this month, and I'm having the lowest by a fucking mile, and it's like really depressing me. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But I'll see what it looks like tomorrow. And we'll see. So Arctic Clown says, yeah, I know Snake, the cat girl, all the account is bunk. I don't know. So I don't know. We'll see. But YouTube is required to send me the chargeback information within 30 days from what they told me. So that'll show me exactly who and when and the bank and everything that charged back. So then they'll send a notification to that bank, and it'll go everywhere at that point. So that's the only thing I can do, because otherwise, I can't do anything. So anyways, appreciate you guys. I love you. Appreciate you. And if it comes to that, I'll turn off super chats if it comes to that. I just don't know what that's gonna do in the future. I don't know if that'll keep me up above. Because also I don't want to dissuade people from super chatting, because super chatting has literally has changed my life, and it made a career out of this for me. So I don't want one instance like this to fuck everything up. But also, if there's no fail safe and it starts to get worse, I don't think there's a pause. I don't know what to do. Right. So at any rate, you guys get what I'm saying. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with you, boy. Thanks to PDH for always being on top of everything. Go follow my Facebook. It is currently going to the fucking moon right now, which is the only thing keeping me sane. I'm so happy that I started this Facebook experiment, because I literally think I would be like on the verge of moving on if you know what I mean. I'd be on the verge of being done because it's watching it grow and watching all the engagement and all the people that are excited and having a good time is so awesome. It makes me feel like I'm doing something again. And YouTube's been YouTube the last 6 months has been probably the most grueling, demoralizing experience I've ever experienced in my life. Just to watch the numbers continue to go down, watch my earnings go into the negative every day. It has been kind of a nightmare. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll keep going, because if you look at the actual numbers of the earnings, it's as high, if not higher, than I've ever had. It's just the chargebacks are completely wiping out all of it, and it's just destroying everything. So anyways, we're going to raid Smash JT. Give him some love. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the love. Adversary! Christian, I love you, even though you're terrible at fucking Fall Guys, brother. Like, I get PTSD every time I see fucking Captain America, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. I hope you and Sean are doing good. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon. So get the hell on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys over. I love you. I appreciate you. And we'll have a good ass time. Thank you, boys. Appreciate you. We're gonna raid Smash JT. See you guys over. Hell yeah, boys.